Hello, everyone, and welcome to session 79 of Pokerole. We're getting closer and closer to 100 at this point. This is a session right 1 week after our last session, which was really fun, because we were doing a bit of a catch up. We did miss a session, so we're doing a little catch up here. Maybe some mustard as well. I don't know, but yes, we are back for another session. We're all kind of chill today. Stream's starting a little late. It probably won't go quite as long as the last session, but that's not a big deal. Chill sessions are good too. Every now and then you need one of those. But before we fully begin, of course, if you like the video, do think about giving it a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, come over to Twitch. I'm trying to reach partner, and I'd love to make this year the year we do it. But for that, I need more viewers. So if you want to come by, whether it's to lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because that view count makes a difference, and we'd honestly love to have you. Also, we have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out, and I have a Ko-fi link if you want to help directly monetize my content. All links are in the description, so check them out at your leisure. And as always, I do want to point out, not only can you access the Pokerole server from my main server, but you can also access our wiki, our Pokerole wiki for our game right here if you want to check it out. It is growing. It is getting quite interesting now. But with that being said, hello, other players in GM.
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
Karserus, do you prefer GM or DM? I've never figured out which is a better term for,
I honestly don't care either or, because at least I'll know who and or what you are referring to.
It's like some people like Game Master, some people like Dungeon Master. I just do not know what actually is officially what it's supposed to be, at least for D&D or something. I'm assuming Dungeon.
For D&D, it is Dungeon Master. For Pathfinder, the official term is Game Master. For Pokerole, technically the official term is Storyteller.
I actually didn't know that.
It's complicated.
It depends on the system you use, and it's all different words for the same person. The person who's helping run the game and make the story go.
But we have one piece of new art. I'm going to share it as Karserus does us a little recap.
Ooh. So last time, we started off with Team Cheer having arrived back at the Snowrut Hamlet. And they went to go talk to Frostlass and relay the delightful information that, no, Mount Shiver is not going to be exploding today, or hopefully anytime next century. And a minor celebration, oh my gosh, a minor celebration was thrown in the honor of Team Cheer for their victory. And everybody got to sort of do their own thing for a little while and enjoy the festivities, including, what was it, Zeal and Tucker, who were consuming a fairly large amount of sweets before Poff zeroed in on them.
Just running down the table, or oozing down the table, or what do you call it? Whatever you want to call the movement speed of those creatures.
Oozing.
I don't know. They have a slug-like speed.
You say that. You say that. There was a brief period where Tiber took over to make Riley eat fish.
And the bones.
Because Riley has issues eating anything that's not vegetarian. Or fruitarian?
I
don't know that word. Maybe.
Either or. Fruit and veggie.
Oh.
Yeah. Riley's going vegan.
We need to invent tofu for him.
need to invent tofu.
He's already got tofu, holds up Poff.
I'm not gonna eat pop.
But the team were given a series of supplies in the form of a particularly heavy pack that was gifted over to Brooke. We sort of sifted through them, and there was several days worth of campfire wood, rations, as well as trade supplies, which were meant to be taken to Savantown for the purposes of fostering trade agreements with Savantown. And they're also mostly why the pack is so heavy.
Salt bricks.
Bricks, yes. Clearly bricks. Unfortunately, a lot of the celebration escapes me because I don't remember if anyone did anything super specific besides what I mentioned, and I'm sure there was something.
Tiber
Tucker
did.
ate
Tiber went and
things.
partied.
Tiber partied? What?
Tiber didn't party, he ate fish, and then
then
went
he-
off to do stuff.
And then came back with some, like, with one of those, like, Hawaiian flower necklaces, but ice.
Oh yeah, I did. He did party.
He did party. Don't know where he went or what he did, but he definitely went and partied.
Also, they're called lays.
Yes, it is.
I'm
And I only know that because there was a I got laid joke involving one of those in a video I watched recently. So that taught me what it means.
Yeah. Could you imagine, like, when Riley comes to, Ralph's like, oh man, that was a great party last night. Look, someone took pictures, and there's several pictures of the two of them hammered. One of them, Ralph's got a lampshade on his head, and Riley's / Tiber and Riley's body's like pouring alcohol into the lampshade or something.
Oh, gosh.
Very oddly specific there, but alright.
I feel like your envisionment of Tiber partying is very different from what it actually is.
He doesn't like just go crazy like a frat boy.
No, he does not. Also, why would Tiber do the frat boy thing with Ralph? Please
would
enlighten
not.
me.
If Tiber
I don't
was
know.
really drunk, maybe. I don't know. Like, really.
Don't know if he drinks.
That's a good question. None of you know if he drinks.
If he was challenged, I bet he would. On your honor, I challenge you.
Here's another question. If Riley got drunk, would Tiber fill it?
That's actually a really good question. Can one of them drink heavily and the other one is the designated driver?
It depends on who's in control of the body at the moment. Whoever's in control feels the drunk.
Oh man.
It's a
they,
body, not a mind.
Yeah.
They swap out and they're just back to being sober. Fucking hell, that must be jarring.
I will say that is actually pretty similar to how it actually works for me and the other personalities. If I were to drink, Mizzy comes out, he's gonna fill it.
Yep. There is no I'm instantly sober because I am a different, soul / mind. No, I'm still in the same body. I feel it. This is why Tiber is forcing Riley to eat meat.
Welcome to
So we can get them
neurochemistry.
games.
Neural chemistry. It affects the brain. Personalities exist in the brain.
Yeah.
Identity exists in the
Tiber.
brain, so yeah.
Yeah, Tiber wants that body to get them gains.
The only way this would be an exception is if Tiber was like more of a spiritual entity, maybe he doesn't have a mental connection to that degree. But that's a case for another. That's a psychoanalyst case right there. Who knows?
That sounds like a case for a spiritualist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can't see the train tracks anymore.
No, you can't.
Storyteller, if you would.
Yes. We have gotten very much off track. Let me just picks you up and places you all back on the railroad. Don't worry about that light that's heading towards you, it's fine. Anyway, after the celebration, the crew head out, slightly at the insistence of Frostlass. It was like, it's totally fine, you have the supplies now. Not in so many words. And really, it was quite fine, because it wasn't blizzarding or snowing out, and you had this really nice night out in the snowy wilderness with the stars above just as it began to start snowing again. And you made your way through the wilderness, kind of realizing that, oh yeah, you don't have Cincino with you, or Mincino, whichever one it is. I think it's Cincino. So you don't really have a guide, but you have a general idea of which way you had to go. And you made your way through the drizzle woods afterward, not stopping to rest in there because it's too dang damp. And Ralph did notice at some point though I don't know that Ralph necessarily mentioned it to anyone else, that in the Drizzle Woods, the little metal piece began to resonate again. But as you exited the Drizzle Woods, I think it was Brooke who did the roll. It was Brooke or Riley who did the roll, I think. But you ended up really close to the oasis where you originally were and got the fractal shells. So Riley insisted you head there so he might go and befriend a Lotad. And that took all of a small chunk of time, and Poff was master negotiator for all of a minute. And thusly did Riley acquire Stack Hat.
Very important.
Yes.
There's an image for that too. Is it here?
Yes, there is.
Well, that's half of it.
There's another image for it.
Yeah, there is.
But we have seen it. But, as is pertinent to the images, since we're coming up on that information, the team made their way for the muted glade. And they found when they entered, they couldn't hear anything from outside. And so a little testing was done between Ralph and Tucker. And very much so, if you are outside the glade, your voice definitely doesn't carry in, and vice versa. And a little more testing found out that any sound within the glade does not travel particularly far. So the group decided to stick close together, which was probably a good thing, since there was a sneaking suspicion that perhaps they were being watched by the inhabitants of this place. Those dark, creeping, crawling silhouettes, and as they moved deeper into the glade, some of them, namely Riley and Brooke, noticed threads, just occasionally strung between the trees, glistening in the dim light. While others, namely Tucker and Ralph, saw a shack of sorts, with a little porch just sort of sitting there in the middle of a somewhat open space. I know we had a pause or some deliberation around that time, but the team eventually headed up to the shack, only for the door to open and reveal the seamstress, a willowy and rather overlarge Ariados, who invited them in. They conversed a while, and the seamstress surprised them by the fact that one of her little spinnerack servants, one of the terrified little fellows who can be seen in one of the other art pieces that was just shown off, brought her a familiar little what was it? Blah blah blah. Scarf. Words. Thank you. Ah, there it is, the triangle scarf. And she had sort of redone the pattern a little bit and spruced it up, good as new. Which Tucker has, at the moment. Mm-hmm. A nice triangle scarf.
He was surprised to see it again.
Correct.
Given that he considered it trash, which offended her slightly.
Slightly. But the team decided to ask the seamstress about her services. Which, her services are not cheap. At all. At least not for proper garments. For clothing, much cheaper and more affordable. Which, speaking of clothing, Tucker got a Black Victorian maid outfit for about 50 poke.
A steal. Which apparently was Cafe V's original branding.
Yes, it was the original design.
And that was her, whatever you call it. Yeah, I guess original design. There's a word for that when like a seamstress like makes a line for something and there's like an original one that was made for prototyping. There's a word for that. I can't remember the word for it.
I do not know the word for it, unfortunately.
I'm not fashionable enough to know this word.
But she also expressed an interest in teaching others her craft.
Indeed.
I forget what she said specifically about Tucker.
I remember. She said that Tucker could be adept at making tapestries. And then brought up, of course, that there is an old tapestry she'd love to restore in the gallantry, I believe.
Ah, yes, that. Correct. We should probably add it to the side quest.
Yeah.
Steal the tapestry.
Tucker is not sure what to think about tapestry making. His opinion was like, okay, figuring out cooking with 4 paws is going to be hard enough, but something as intricate as tapestry making, he's not sure how he could manage such a thing. But he's intrigued why he's was looked at upon with his skill.
She also seemed to believe that Riley could possess some amount of skill in doing her work, which she's effectively a clothier, for lack of a better term, despite her title.
It's curious.
Riley has the innate ability to manipulate energy. It makes him perfect for making garments.
If the garments
Take
need
your word for it.
magical garments, sure, I could see it. Infusion ability, perhaps?
Don't even know how to use aura properly.
Well, that's why she's offered to teach. But it is up to y'all if you want to take her up on this offer.
I already said it, or Riley already said that he was interested in learning. And she seemed pretty excited about that.
Tucker wasn't sure, but he is interested in getting that tapestry and perhaps learning what she more meant about him after getting it. Perhaps, yeah. So
to better explain, making like a tapestry or a weave for like a blanket or something usually involves I know there's a term for the device, but the device itself makes it relatively easy to get line after line of the thread correctly set up for said tapestry. Hopefully someone in the chat knows, because I know there's a name for the device. But Tucker would be able to operate such a device.
A loom, says the chat.
Oh, yes, a loom.
That does sound accurate, yes.
But Tucker could probably, at the very least with some assistance, work such a device.
There's handheld looms, and there's, like, bigger looms, too. I know.
Yes. But eventually, a spinneret came by, bringing with it snacks, which the seamstress somewhat horrifyingly partook of the first few and then offered the rest to Team Cheer. I recall Ralph being very specifically, oh my gosh, she's so scary, but I want to be exactly like her, and trying to intimidate the spinneret and failing.
And I burnt up I rolled and I burnt up both lucky hat rolls trying to get a good intimidation roll. I wanted
You
to
tried so hard.
You really wanted
The
to
dice
bug
just
the bug.
went-
You couldn't, though.
Yeah, the dice just were not having it.
Had the potential, just didn't have the luck.
Yeah, unfortunate. You tried, though. You tried.
See, if I have 9 dice to intimidate, I feel like she probably has like 19.
Well, there are hidden bonuses and things like that involved in the whole ordeal.
Yeah. Yeah, like she probably has like if you were to convert it into game mechanics, she would probably have like some invisible, like always active bonus against her subordinates.
Yeah. Whether or not it's intentional. But at some point, Brooke noticed the very light sort of gossamer silks that were draped over the seamstress, and noticed that some of the depictions on it showed humans. And Brooke decided to ask if Ariados had ever met any humans. And I believe her exact words were, "Is she not in the presence of 4 or so of them now?" And that's where I cut us off, because it was getting late and also cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's a good cliffhanger.
It's a very helpful response, thank you.
I like the built-up intrigue, though. The immediate thought I had was, wow, there's sure a lot of people figuring this out about us.
Yeah. How does everybody know?
Do we stand out that much?
Well, you certainly do.
Well, you keep encountering the people who know.
Humans, I guess. No
Well,
of them.
you
at
keep
least
encountering the Pokemon who know, I should say.
The question, the bigger mystery is, how do they know? How does that one know? How does this one know? So,
Who was it that told us you've likely already encountered another human?
the line sounds familiar, but I can't
It
remember.
might have just been you telling us as a DM, but I feel like an NPC told us that you've likely encountered another human already.
I say Komodo or something.
You know,
like
it just
that.
makes me realize. So Zill's fully aware we're humans too, right?
I mean, at this point, Zeal is totally aware. He's just not made any sort of comment on it, mostly because he doesn't care.
Yeah, it probably doesn't.
He really doesn't care. It is meaningless to him.
Yeah. It also, and I noticed this, it was, Ralph's suspicions were confirmed that Zeal, probably both senior and junior, are divine in some way.
Also, given Zeal's age, he's obviously probably never seen a human. Hearing that we are humans probably is just like one of those, like, when you hear about somebody, a friend of yours likes something, it's like, oh, okay, that doesn't affect me whatsoever, I don't care. It's like, you know, it's just like, okay. It's like, alright, that exists.
Knows
That's a
Zeal's
thing.
age.
We don't. I guess we don't, actually.
He could be much older than we think, because since he is divine in nature, as the Articuno revealed. And Ralph already suspected, given the weird choice of words from interrogating the huntresses. Or maybe I'm just completely reading into things. That's also a possibility.
You are at least partially reading into things. But
Well,
that is where we left off and where we are.
Right.
Also, I think Tubby is right. I think it was Komodo that mentioned it.
That would make sense, I think. He's pretty old.
Komodo is old, and he's definitely encountered at least one human before.
And I mean, Rise is right there.
Spoilers, we don't know that yet.
We don't know that yet.
But I suppose... oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think everybody suspects it at this point. Just out of character, and all the audience, they seem to suspect it at this point.
Now we all know that Rise is a Ditto.
In character...
Circa Ralph, Session 7.
In character, I certainly would say Tucker does not realize this. But, yes.
Yeah, in character, Ralph has just has this to go off of. It's probably a Pokemon who goes by a specific name.
Most likely, because we have been told very explicitly in character that, oh, a name? Most, humans did the name thing,
Yeah, we have been specifically told that Pokemon's given themselves a name is a bit on the rare side.
But I suppose we are left at a revelation that the spider knows what's up.
Yep. Yes, it is pertinent for me to remind you all that names are becoming a bit more common, as is illustrated by the gladiatorial arena.
Yeah.
It was not always that way at the arena, but it has become a more common practice.
So there are many that see it as sort of like, kind of over, like really prideful to do that, have a name.
Yes. At the current point in the timeline, it is very much a transitional period between Pokemon giving themselves names and not. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because
very normal.
previously, it was very much a rare and sort of auspicious thing to receive a name. But I am sorry, please go on.
Well, I wasn't going to say a whole lot. Tucker is generally the sort to react more quietly in surprise, and honestly, it is at this point getting not exactly uncommon to have people insightfully recognize what we are, though it is quite a surprise to see it coming from a spider that seems to be living in the middle of the woods isolated, though she does seem informed. This does make Tucker go a bit wide-eyed and a bit curious as to exactly how much information she does gather out here. Oh, Kyrio. That's okay, man. Did you have water? Okay, that's good.
No worries. So Tucker has asked how the seamstress would possibly know this.
No, he's not asking anything. He's being quiet and kind of giving an inquisitive look, but that's about it. I expected somebody else to talk. Somebody with a more loudmouth character than Tucker. Hints! Hints!
Not that loud mouth.
I could be any of you with that statement, honestly.
Yeah, Ralph will kind of like do like a hand under the chin, sort of like of course pose. Yeah. Gosh, do we really stand out that much, or like or do we like have a different smell, or what? What's the deal?
Well, I guess it's obvious when you know what to look for, Brooke says somewhat sarcastically. In fact, it is. Somewhat, how you have said, very obvious. There is something different about you. All of you. Though it can be hard to place. Were it not for the fact I were already acquainted with several humans in the past, I might not have been able to place your peculiarity so soon.
Several humans.
Yes, this is correct.
So this is not like an uncommon thing for humans to just sort of clip into your Pokemon body.
Is in fact particularly common. In fact, it has become frighteningly common. When we were but a young little spider, it was rare. We had tales, each one written hundreds of years apart. But now, you cannot go a single decade without a human popping up somewhere. Or at least stories of such. She takes a delicate sip of tea before setting it down. And there are ruins. Things left behind that only humans could possibly have made. Of course, why they are here is very strange. There's a forest adjacent to this one. There's a ruin there, set to gaze upon the sky.
Visible reaction in Ralph's eyes, but he will let her finish.
Which force are you referring to? The one where it's always raining?
No. The drizzle woods have poor foundation for buildings. Also particularly noisy. Good source of water, though. No, this forest is known as the Moonbound Forest. We have not investigated ourselves, but as rumors come to us here and there through our little network of friends, we have heard that the ruins do not open unless the moon shines upon them. There is an old shaman who lives within those woods. Perhaps they will be of more use to you, yes? They are well versed in the ancient arts.
Somebody write that on the side quest list, please.
Yes, investigate abandoned observatory.
You might want to mention where it is.
Alright,
On it.
let's see here.
I'm not sure if I'm happy to hear our situation isn't uncommon, but it might mean there's someone somewhere we can get answers from. Brooke says.
Book.
Was that the Moonbound Forest named?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, before I forget again.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, there are few unless we will be able to give you any solid answers. Even we, the true inhabitants of this world, cannot give you answers. I have been around for a long, long time. And alas, there is little that I know. But my senses do not deceive me. Each of you, human, or at the very least, estranged in some way. There is more to you. She pauses as she sort of seems to lean back somewhat in her seat, which is a little weird considering her anatomy, and she places one of her, like the tip of one of her legs to effectively her chin. Now that we understand it, all the recent humans we have come across have been strange. They are... what is the word? Like a thicket of brambles. Twisted. It is hard to see. Like there is something else. What is this term? Parasite, yes. Something that is latched on. That is extra. Yes. I sense something else on each of you. It contributes to the strangeness. Makes you stand out. Also makes it particularly easy for my little friends to keep an eye on you.
Not entirely sure I like the sound of that.
Which part of that? The fact that we all have something lashed onto us, or the fact that there's constantly spinner rack watching us?
Yeah, well, the fact that it makes us easier to track in general. 'Cause if it's easier for... this explanation out of character, by the way. If it's easier for her to track us, then it's probably easier for other entities to track us.
They've been rather successful in doing so thus far. That might just be explaining as to why it's been pretty successful thus far.
That's to say nothing of the chaos we leave in our wake.
Like an acolyte? Burk asks, Articuno on Mount Shiver said it was similar to that.
Oh, you met them? Oh, please tell me you managed to gather some feathers. We have been so wanting to make a garland from them, but they refuse. They have also been away for some time.
Just the one, Burke points at Ralph.
Ah,
Yeah.
yet
Good
we would be
night.
remiss to request it. It looks so good upon that cap.
Yeah, I do look pretty swag. Yeah.
Alas, such is the way of things. Though if a legendary has equated it to that, then perhaps they know better than I. Age and experience are as nothing before the perceptions of what we would call gods.
I don't think they'd be happy to see us again anyway, Burke says, rubbing his head.
No matter. There are yet other legendaries, some who will perhaps be more helpful to your pursuits.
And let's be honest, at the rate we're going, we'll encounter another one in a couple of months.
Honestly, this would not surprise us. Considering all the tales, the old tales about humans that we've heard. Humans are known as harbingers of disaster, and also as saviors. Every time a human has come to this world, it has been as, how you say, defense mechanism? I had friends who would better explain this, but there are words beyond my comprehension. So, forgive my inaccuracies. It seems as though every time a human appears, or they are drawn here to this world, that they are here because something is going to happen. Personally, I do not believe the humans are the cause of this, so I have dismissed the stories that say they are the cause of disasters. It's very silly. One
Oh, yeah.
human turned Pokemon, harbinger of all disasters that happened during that era. Very silly.
Post office flashbacks.
Pango
Let's
said
see.
something rather similar when we first arrived.
With that said, the humans are usually involved in the solution to this catastrophe, according to all the things I have read. Oh, who was that one friend of mine? She's so lovely looking at those old stories.
Did any of the old stories say or suggest who or what might be responsible for bringing the humans here?
In the cheeriest way possible, she seems to just smile, tilting her head slightly to the side.
None. Alas,
Like no legends of the powerful and wise Arceus brought us here, or the beautiful I struggle to think of the Zapdos. Yeah, the beautiful Zapdos brought the humans. None of that. Like Mew brought the humans.
Do you know all these Pokemon?
None.
Out of character question.
Considering I have almost all my human memories, likely I do.
Okay.
To be fair, he did work for Bill, so I wouldn't
Okay.
be surprised.
Yeah, I was. I was apprentice to. I did have an apprenticeship with Bill. So yeah.
But let's be fair. Any time that human Ralph would have had free time, he probably would have been randomly looking at any tidbits of information.
Or drinking. He
Or
was
drinking.
heavy.
Yes.
Like that was one of his major character flaws. Like
Was.
instead of friends, he had booze.
Well, I sure hope we don't cause a disaster, Brooke says. But I really appreciate the information. I feel like there are stories about meeting legendaries where we're from too, but I can't remember.
this will not surprise us. Those you term as legendaries who we know also as gods of this world. It would not surprise us that they exist simultaneously in another. Such is the power that they possess. It would also not surprise us that other Pokemon possess the power to shift between the worlds. Of course, this would be a most dangerous affair. But we are not well versed in its specifics. You would need to talk to someone else, more learned, better vocabulary. With that all said, however, with the rates that humans have appeared and the lack of world-ending disasters, I should say, we believe that something is occurring, something wrong. But without further information, we cannot act. And if we cannot act upon our hunches, better not to worry. Simply more customers, yes? Besides, we are out here in these quiet little woods. Here we shall live in peace. If disaster happens, it happens. We have come to accept these things in life. Time and again the world has faced terrible things and has survived. It will continue to, with or without me, with or without you, and with or without all the silly little gods that play around.
She does a motion that at best can be considered a shrug.
I
Tucker,
prefer to think of it as a tapestry. One that is being woven eternally. Eventually, the threads which are weaving into the tapestry will end, but then it will simply connect back to the beginning. You take apart the tapestry, and you make a new one from the old threads.
Go ahead, Tucker. I'm sorry.
this conversation definitely had Tucker looking a bit introspective and maybe a little bit worried, especially with all this talk of disasters and humans showing up at the same time. He does make a mention as the spider, as the spider's chatting to Peter's off. I don't know if we caused disaster or not either. We've definitely seen our share of it here and there. But we're gonna try our best to prevent it. We have a few times already, and, well, I don't want to be the cause of anything bad.
That's fair. I don't want to disturb your peace. We'll be out of your threads soon.
No, take your time. Browse, peruse. Make more orders, perhaps.
And like that, she's already back to working on the cloak. Wait, cloak? Was it cloak?
Yeah.
That sounds
It's like a jacket thing, but yeah.
Oh, right. Because Riley's needs to be made from scratch because the old cloak is like torn up and not good enough material.
And I believe,
Yeah.
I forgot to write something down on Tucker's sheet, actually, I think. Let's see. Was he told to basically bring back the more current made outfit for...
No.
What was he told to do to get a new garment himself?
Oh. I'm sorry, I thought you meant the made outfit you just got.
No,
yeah,
no,
because
no,
you don't have
the battle
you don't have
outfit.
that one on you,
Yes.
but yeah, she would be more than happy to use your part of the fractal shell in order to improve that made outfit if you wanted. You would just need to bring it back.
Okay, I'll just write it down. That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check because I never wrote it down.
Pardon me, I have been so terribly chatty. Hopefully we have not wasted your time with our ramblings. Yes?
Not at all. This has been very enlightening.
Wonderful. However, do tell us, what will you be doing now? We understand that many pioneering teams are very busy. We understand if you cannot immediately attend to the tasks which we have requested you.
I know, I'm waiting for her to stop talking.
Literally apologizing for rambling. Rambles more.
No, I love it. It's a great. It works for the French voice too. It works really well.
Every grandma, literally ever.
We do have quite a long backlog of questions. We're pretty accomplished guys. I mean, we're a really successful what are they called? Pioneer group. You know, top notch. Like, we are the guys that everyone wants. But we could pencil you in for sure. Such an important customer. You know, we could give you a little bit of priority access.
Riley could not facepalm anymore. Do we still have that sticky tag from like months ago? Can we shove that in Ralph's mouth real quick?
I don't think you do.
Damn it!
Just force palm, face palm.
Just about. I'll facepalm myself into unconsciousness if I'm not.
I mean, imagine accidentally force palming your face palm.
I will force palm your face. Anyway, if you are done over exaggerating how popular we are, there is something I was looking for in this grove. Could possibly point me in the right direction of. Well, I just need an instrument-sized bit of wood from here. Where would I go about getting one without having to knock a tree down?
She pauses in her work and observes Riley for a moment.
Are you planning on staying so small?
At the moment, I don't intend to evolve. However, I don't know if that'll be a permanent statement or not.
Let us see.
She suddenly does this very light, sort of high-pitched chittering sound, and several spinnerack come out of, like, the woodwork, as one might put it.
Literally.
Yeah, kind of literally, except not like horrific, literally crunching through the woodwork fashion, just, you know, out of shadows, cupboards, and various other things. One drops down from the ceiling and hangs by a thread close to her. There's a good few minutes of this chittering, and the spinnerack all zip off.
It appears as though deeper into the grove, closer to the noisy neighbor I told you of, one of the trees happened to fall. Very strange. The leader friend who informed me of this says that it looked wrong? Not rotten, perhaps. Just simply perhaps best for you to go see for yourself, eh?
Well, all the more reason to go, sort out your neighbor first and foremost, I guess.
Tucker would remark, "Well, it doesn't sound terribly far, and you have been very kind to us." He kind of eyes over towards the brook, see what the leader decides.
Oh no, we would not impose. After all, you have already chosen to accept this request of mine. We will be patient, surely. It is simply that we do not have the proper words to describe this phenomenon.
We're here. Might as well go look into it, at least, Rick says.
Still many things.
If a tree falls in the soundless glade and no one is there to hear it, does it make no sound? Yes.
Where do you want you? This neighbor may not go quietly. Though perhaps you should have already understood this, given how noisy they are. As she sort of tilts her head and does that thing where someone normally like has their hands together just under their chin with their head tilted to the side with a sweet smile. Just looks a bit creepier coming from a spider.
Yeah, when you see like 3 sets of hands.
Yeah, kind of.
I've watched James the Giant Peach.
If only your friend were here. She had such a vocabulary on her. Damn boy. I wonder where she is now. My little friends say that she has moved to Savanntown, but that seems so silly. Her building is yet in Seaspray.
Oh my gosh. I just came up with the best souvenir ever. Okay. So
Alright.
a mundane piece of clothing is not that much, right?
This is correct, yes.
Okay. Can you spell?
Did you say smell or spell?
Spell.
Oui, I can. It's very simple, honestly. Depending upon the alphabet, however, as I am only fluent in 1.5.
Okay. So we have a Pangoro-sized T-shirt that says Pango Tango. I'll pay.
I feel like it's canon that Ralph just has ADHD at this point.
Brought on by the drinking, I'm sure. That's where it
Probably.
this idea just popped into my head. I have to make it.
As I just
I have
said,
to explore it.
ADHD.
Well, I hate adding to a situation. If she doesn't know how to spell something, but you draw it, she could probably recreate the characters.
True.
Yeah.
I see begrudgingly.
We suppose this is unusual, but
It's a nickname. He loved it. I started calling him. It's a thing we have.
Don't make that for him. I don't care what he offers you. Do not make that for him. If Pangoro doesn't kill him, I just might.
Do it. You come on.
well, who am I to ignore a customer asking
Yeah.
for a custom job?
Okay. I will pay more than you'll charge him for you not to do it. He only has like 50 bucks on him. I will pay you double to not do it. Because I don't want to listen to Pangoro getting grumpy about this.
Alright,
Hey,
we're
Tucker,
just
can I
confusing
borrow
her
some
now.
money?
Brooke says. Alright, we're just confusing her now. Brooke says, we should leave.
Are you just physically going to grab him, Brooke?
Yeah, I think we should, yes.
Yeah, like, the seamstress looks very visibly confused with her front limbs just sort of together as she's watching you all go, Brooke ushering everyone out.
How does everyone know we're human? God.
Tucker, who was politely lapping his tea, sticks his nose really deep in the teacup to drink the rest of it and gets up and leaves.
Riley will linger a bit behind just to make one last statement before Brooke gets grumpy. But when we make our way back from dealing with your neighbor, I would like to inquire further than what you meant by, teaching me how to make garments.
The confusion immediately shifts to intense interest.
Oh, yes. We would very much like to teach you our art. Of course, this would take time, but we would be happy to teach you a little more every visit. If perhaps you'd be willing to take the time out of your busy schedule.
Well, we can discuss the time commitment when we're back.
wonderful. Merci beaucoup, you beautiful small creature. Please, she starts to drool a little. Bring snacks. We are ever so hungry.
Noted.
You get the feeling her intense interest is starting to drift into hunger as her gaze follows you on your way out.
I'm just getting the feeling she probably would eat everyone if she didn't have such an intense love of weaving.
Cool, we'll let Mawel know you're thinking of her. Bye, Brooke says as he pushes everyone out. I imagine Brooke just reaches in, grabs Riley by the tail, and whoop.
I like to imagine Brooke tries, but can't physically move Riley, and he just moves afterwards.
Also, were you aware that Django, is the one that has to foot that bill that we were given? By the way, did we write that down?
Definitely not going to pay that bill.
Here, have this bill. Also, have this shirt that annoys you at the same time. Like that would be a great mix of things, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we got you a souvenir. Also, here's something you ordered a while ago, and you have to pay the bill with interest.
Here's a giant late fee. Also, have a shirt you hate. This is the great
Ango would literally crush Ralph to death right there in his office.
No.
We don't have to say who it's from. It could be from the team.
Oh, I don't think we wrote this down, so I'll add it to the list that we have to turn that in.
Yeah, we really not for the world, but just for Pangoro, honestly.
No, what Pangoro would do, because Pangoro has enough to do, he'd put on the Pango Django shirt, and then he'd put on the coat over it and close the coat.
Way better sport than that would be if I was him.
No, you already have that. It's deliver Bancho coat plus receipt to Pangoro.
Kyrio! We really are harbingers of disaster.
Yeah, you already have that side quest on there.
Oh, I did? I'm stupid then. Oh,
Yes,
yeah, we did.
yeah, it's the second one on the sheet.
I can't read, apparently. There we go. Okay. Also, I'd like to point out there is new art. Because there is. Again, for last session. This is by Duskull, who has done art before. I really like their style. It's very cute.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks again for doing art, dude.
Thank you so much.
It has no effect. Oh man, that's great.
No hat, because he used up all the shorts, exactly.
It just vaporizes the hat if he uses up all the charges. Comes back the next session.
The hat both is not.
A degrade to dust item in RuneScape terms. It's degrade to dust.
Alrighty then. You are now outside the seamstress's shack, in the middle of the muted glade.
Alright, let's go find this tree, then go find this neighbor.
Indeed. First things first, I'll make sure I'm... Or I guess it's in character. Alright, first thing first, we gotta make sure we clumpo.
Tucker relates to the conversation they just had. She seems nice. Probably most of the time, at least.
Yeah, just don't let her get hungry.
Ah, speak for yourselves. I'm apparently too scrawny to be worth eating.
Did anybody else finish their
Novel concept.
Speaking of karate.
Pretty sure I would have been drinking it. I'm not sure if you finished it though.
What tea was it? I forgot.
Tea.
Oh.
Tea flavored.
Tea flavored.
I mean, Ralph probably finished his tea because he was trying to be, like, cool.
A bastard?
Also, it's good to stay hydrated. We're walking around a lot.
Well, that's good for you, you scrawny, but those of us who, eat proper, we live fair game, apparently. Yeah, I don't know if I can run faster than Brooke. He says teasing. I know that didn't exactly sound teasing, but...
Tucker does a little bit of a nod towards Ralph's statement, knowing that he himself is quite soft.
And I could outrun any of you. Oh, my eyes are getting better every single moment here.
Oh, we didn't ask what direction the mansion was.
Can we listen for any sounds of neighbor? Did they reach through even this weirdness?
Tucker will listen. If they indeed sing, then perhaps they are singing.
Sure. All of you are free to make an insight survival alert check. Also, I apologize. My mate came home, so I was greeting them.
Oh, that's quite okay.
Sure.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
I have perceived.
And I'm decent too.
Fucking hell, that's why the best perception I've ever rolled.
I'll take 4 out of 8. That's pretty good. Wow.
Oh my
that's
god,
good.
look at us go!
Wow.
Hey, guess what? It's really easy to listen for things in a fucking soundless environment. What do you know?
No, that's accurate. I can't wait for Brooke to get like a 0.
All right, Brooke. How are you?
You want a Brooke? Brooke,
Oh.
you gotta get a 7 or a 3. Keep the streak alive. Let's go.
Oh, I see why. You want a straight? There you go.
Yeah, I
Close
got a
enough.
straight. Woo!
Oh, you did get it straight. Nice. Also, I apologize, everyone. I just realized I didn't post Zeal's stat card.
Huh?
Like,
He has a stat card?
Yeah, he does. As of 2 sessions ago or so,
He
when
has
you
no
all
stats.
fought stuff.
But how would we put it on the tape? Well,
Well, you don't have to put it on the table. I meant to put it up in the Discord server,
Okay.
but I forgot to do that.
I guess that'd be
I'll have
used
to do
for
that
the
tonight.
wiki people too.
Yes, it will please the wiki people.
Also, Tucker is going to do something. Well, first off, what are we going to perceive, if anything? Because it seems like we're going to perceive something.
So, most of you are capable of looking with your eyes and ears. And unfortunately, at this point, Tucker, your dark eye is gone.
Okay, I'll switch the... Thanks for letting me know. 1 second.
Yes. I probably should have said that earlier, but it did not occur to me till now.
No worries.
But we're going to do Riley first, because 1, Riley rolled the most, and 2, Riley's also using Aura Sense, I assume.
Yeah.
So, Riley, there is something severely off with the natural aura of this place. I believe I described yesterday that everything was muted.
Yes. And my inner demons has been quiet to the point of bizarreness at this point. So even the mute button is on him too.
That's not actually intentional, but he's also not saying a whole lot. Probably because he's thinking.
I asked him a question and he just ignored me. What a dick.
he decided he wasn't going to answer that question. But given the information you have, he probably has met the seamstress before. In fact, it's highly likely that the seamstress has made certain garments for him.
Maybe she has a couple. I can just get back. Return to the rightful owner, as she said. Should provide for that?
I'm trying to hint that the champion garment that you can get at the arena may have been made by her.
I kind of figured as much, yeah. I put the pieces together, even if I didn't say it out loud. I just want free stuff. Just free stuff.
I know. You always want free stuff. Everybody
Always.
wants free stuff.
Always. Real life, too.
Free stuff blocks.
So one thing you're going to notice, Riley, is that even though it's all sort of muted, now that you've been in the muted glade enough, your senses have started to tune themselves to the sort of weird frequency of this place. And while you can't hear sound or see vibrant energy like you could before, you can see the subtle current of energy that is flowing through this area. It vaguely reminds you of how you could see the current back in the statue room in Mount Shiver.
Interesting.
But this is a much more widespread, sort of naturally flowing thing. Kind of like waves or through the roots of trees, for instance. And you almost have to strain both your eyes and your aura senses to see it, but it's almost like brambles and thorns that are sort of obscuring and muffling the energy of the glade even further than normal, that seem to be radiating from a particular direction. And it is from this direction that the other three are going to be able to hear. It's very vague and distant, but it sounds like someone singing a very somber melody. And it's so distant that even, like, Ralph and Tucker, who are having an easier time perceiving things, have to strain their ears for it, and Brooke can only just barely make out the sound.
I bet that is where our tree is.
Tree and neighbor, most likely.
I guess they are the same direction.
Indeed.
So, for instance, if you were to look at it from a top-down view with the house in the center of the page, it would be in the northeastern direction.
I didn't mean to do that.
What did you do?
What have you done?
I moved fire
Oh,
thing
you stole my-
trying
you stole-
to turn.
Stole my move. Stop it.
Why is it you always touching things?
Camera.
Stop
I don't
touching
know.
things.
I was rotating the camera.
Which apparently requires left click? Huh, now what is your
Hit
setup?
The wrong button.
How do you not?
So, it's
Oops,
fine.
the other side of the mouse. Whoops.
It's fine. I've actually done that before. It's fine. By the way, Zeal isn't going to be perceiving Jack.
That's okay, we're not looking for someone named Jack.
Yeah, Zeal's like, looks at all you, goes, "What are you looking at?"
We were using our human powers to triangulate. Yeah, no, I'm just shit. Yeah, we hear something.
Oh. And he just squeezes his eyes shut and tries to strain his ears. Nope, I don't hear anything.
Surprising with those radar dishes.
I know, right? By the way, Riley, both Poff and Lotad have ceased hiding and quivering.
You heard it also. Well, I heard it out of character comment. Yeah, I gotta admit, his hair is pretty decent, actually.
Oh, I assumed that was in character.
I would have made the voice of so. I don't know if Tucker would make fun
I'm
of his
sorry.
ears.
I will give both the Lotad and Poff. I really need to land the Lotad, don't I? A little, like, pet for each of them. Little scritch.
The fourth wall is thin here. That's the power of the forest. That's why it's so quiet. I'm sorry. I thought it was in character. I was dumb.
No, honestly, that made him better. I love it.
Well, we have a direction at least, Brooke says. So, how are you all going to be traveling in this direction?
Walking.
Yes, I understand that. I knew I was walking right into that, but holding hands. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna stay
more
close.
Yes, you're staying close, holding hands. Okay.
Tucker is gonna stick to Brooke.
Yeah. At the very least, sticking together. Okay. I meant, are you taking measures to avoid getting lost, and or are you trying to be stealthy?
I'm not sure we're trying to be stealthy, but I mean, if the same rules of sound apply to everything else, we're pretty stealthy by default.
Tucker will, again, like before, kind of instinctively be a bit quiet, but he's not trying to be stealthy. This is one of those, I'm in a quiet environment, I don't want to be loud sort of things.
Okay. By the way, I know it doesn't say it on the Howl card, but for some reason there's certain moves like Howl that should have the sound-based thing on it, and don't.
The sound-based thing?
Yes, there are moves that have a little icon for sound that demarcate that they are sound-based.
Oh.
There are
that
some
would
moves
definitely
that
be a sound move.
Yeah, I needed to mention this because there are some like Howl and Noble Roar which don't have the sound-based thing on them for some reason, and for the purposes of the Glade, I am considering them sound-based.
I'm gonna assume those moves just basically barely work, if at all, here.
You will have to find out. In lieu of rope, I don't know what we can do other than keeping an eye on each other. Not stealthy, but cautious is still appropriate, I think. That's fine. Alright. In order to navigate the unnatural quietude of the glade, I need whoever is leading this little expedition to give an insight survival nature check to continue heading in the right direction.
Probably be Brooke, wouldn't it?
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, I would assume.
That's 6 dice for him. And that's not too bad.
Okay. Brooke may go ahead and roll me a doom die. I imagine hell is more about the action itself being empowering than the sound of it causing an effect. That's fair.
It is personal, isn't it? More or less, so, you know. Maybe a sound-based move that would try to affect others, though, might not work so well.
Also fair. I remember I was surprised that Howl did not affect allies.
Yeah.
You think it would be a rallying cry of sorts, but no.
Do I have everything done in... No, I don't have everything done in this sheet. Dang.
Need something?
Nothing that I would be unable to handle.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm annoyed. As you progress, you may, if you feel so inclined to be keeping watch, make an insight survival alert check.
Just anyone?
Yes.
I will do that.
Always watching.
Yep.
Not very well, but I'm always watching.
What were we told about the neighbor? Again? What details do we know about them? Oh. Not very well at
they live nearby.
As neighbors often do.
Do we know anything about them? Or what they are, who they are?
No. Just
Okay.
that they are noisy.
This would have been pertinent to ask, I think. We gotta learn from this experience. Gotta ask the hard-hitting questions next time we just agree to help a random scary spider lady.
We did
Guess
write down
what?
mansion, though, so we were told about a building.
Yes.
So that much we know.
They live in a mansion. Yes, you were distracted by human lore. Also, this is the experience of every party I have ever been in a tabletop game.
What?
We forget to ask the pertinent questions.
Like, where do we go for this? Like, that was
Like,
a pertinent
what
question.
direction should we go? Oh, hey, what are these important details we should probably know in order to take on this threat?
Yeah. I think it's just where you get conditioned to like quest just adding the marker on your minimap.
Yeah. This is kind of why I like Souls games not giving you the markers, because you have to think about it. Though I do appreciate that some of the quests in Elden Ring actually do give you a frickin' marker, otherwise you could never find where you need to go.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll see.
It's a very small number of quests, but it's specifically because otherwise you would not know where they are telling you to go. Alright. I need to look at... Okay. Now it needs to not roll 0. Tucker.
What?
You poor unsuspecting pup, as you are straining to listen for other things, you and the others fail to hear the silent beating. Yes, silent, so the descriptive.
Damn, I didn't
The
hear that silence. Damn it.
The rather silent beating of 2 pairs of wings as... Hello, darkness, my old friend. A pair of sharp fangs sink into your shoulder briefly
Oh,
before letting go, and everyone is going to get to see a dark shape zip off into the nearby trees. And then you see a pair of gleaming eyes in the dark.
Important question.
Oh.
Did we just get mugged?
Kind of.
Whether or not the others saw that, they will certainly know immediately when Tucker lets out a sharp and probably getting everybody's attention since
It's
they are
only going to be 1 damage, but
still stings.
let's see.
It's also surprising.
Oh god.
Oh,
I see 6s. That's probably a bad thing.
That's definitely a bad thing.
that is a bad thing.
Oh.
Oh golly.
Is that... Oh boy, that's toxic.
Oh shit.
That
It's
is-
poison plus.
Yes, it is badly poisoned.
That's bad. I don't think we have an
I
antidote for
need to
that.
look
We
at that
planted
again.
it all.
1 point damage into each round instead of the turn. Oh. Wait, what's the difference between a turn it around?
We mean at the end of the round means once turn order swaps over is when you'll
Yep.
take your damage.
What? No, I'm
At
trying
the,
to
end of the
what's
at the end of the initiative order is the end of the round.
Okay. What's the
The end
difference
of
between that?
your go is your turn.
That's weird. Poison and badly poisoned, dude. Well, look at how they work in that regard. It's kind of weird. I
At
don't
the end
understand
of
why
each
it's different.
round, at the end of each round, roll vitality -2, adding an extra -2 for each passing round.
I'm at the
If
effects
successful, you
category.
do not receive damage for this round. Duration until you receive medical attention or until your body can't resist any longer.
Poison and badly poisoned are similar in some ways. I'm just noticing that poison procs on turn, badly poison procs on round, and I'm not really sure why. That doesn't make it proc any more often, just at a different time.
Badly poisoned gets increasingly difficult to roll against.
Huh. I
Also,
realize that, but that's not what I'm asking, guys.
No, Yeah, I think there was a misnomer there. I think it is supposed to be the end of each round for poison.
I was wondering if there might be a mistake. That's why I was pointing out, yeah.
Yeah, that I think that is a mistake. Yeah, because it says even in resist, you do not receive the damage this round. So that is a misnomer.
So it's supposed to be turn?
It is supposed to be round.
Round, so at the end of a cycle, okay.
Yes.
And so...
Yes, blood mugging is also a very good way to word this.
So basically, it does the same damage at the same rates, but it's harder and harder to resist, unlike normal poison.
Yes. Unlike toxic/badly poisoned in the games, where it becomes progressively stronger and stronger.
That's why I had to study it, because it's like, it's not working the way I expected to. Alright.
Yes. So, you all hear Tucker yelp and get a glimpse at some sort of dark shape flying into the nearby trees, and is very much now watching you. Tucker, you may roll your vitality -2.
That's just one.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the best you're gonna get.
You have succeeded.
Interesting.
So I will never succeed again, according to how this works.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yup.
You have 5 turns to live.
God. Tucker
I'm gonna
is...
go ahead and... Oh, sorry.
Well, it's
Yeah,
kind of
go
clear
ahead.
the
What?
wound wasn't that big a deal. Tucker immediately does react to the toxins and kind of hunches and shudders a bit. You can hear him whimper a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use a stockpile and ask Brooke, do we engage? He'll clench his fist ready to fight and ask Brooke, do we engage? Do we fight them?
It's still staring at us, so I mean, there's that.
Yeah, but I don't want to, spring and the leader has something more intelligent planned.
I'd like to know Badly Poison's description is you're burning in fever and suffering horrible pain all over your body. Good description. So
Yeah,
pleasant.
it's nasty stuff.
I'm looking over the party's stuff, and I'm realizing all your pecha berries and things are gone.
We fed them all to Pop. We don't have any way to resist this.
You
Thanks.
fool!
Thanks, Riley.
Quick squeeze puff for berry juice.
Get the extract out.
They struck first. Go for it, Brooke says. We don't have anything that heals poison. Oh, sorry. I thought that was being said.
Alrighty.
Can you even reach? It is a tree.
Cool.
Yeah, you know what? Let's roll initiative,
I'm trying
shall
to
we?
ask about that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So currently this is 4-4 because I said that before. Alright, here we go. Come on. Something good.
Wow. Wow, that's pretty bad for all of us.
Alright, so 8 total.
We're sluggish
Oh,
today.
goodness.
At least Tucker has a reason.
6! Fucking hell. Brooke, you slow.
Brooke's trying to take care of Tucker.
Brooke needs to hit a fucking treadmill.
Mean.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of any worse punishment than that. Except maybe also not.
What is initiative again?
It is a dexterity, survival, alert, plus your dice roll.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
It's going first, isn't it? It's gonna get
It
one of us.
sure is. It sure is. It's literally built to go first.
Yeah. And I could have done. I mean, I have fucking Speedy at this point. +8.
Yeah, this thing's total without a die roll is above all your own totals.
I think I actually erased what you did there. I'll fix it. There you go.
Ah, okay. There we are.
What about Zill?
Oh, right. I should get Zeal's pad out. It's fine. We're not going to get
Lick
into
Puff's
mention.
ice case, it'll be like a peach popsicle. Huh.
You realize it wasn't recently I fed this to Pop? Like, this was like a couple days ago at this point.
Yeah, it's probably through his system at this point.
If it is still in there, I don't think you'll want to eat it, honestly.
No, probably not.
Alright, 6.
Oh, Zeal. Why did only the enemy roll good?
This is the enemy.
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, it can't try to ambush you again.
Indeed. Yeah, ready?
It's going to pass its turn.
Really?
Oh,
Interesting.
how am I supposed to counterattack it? Damn it.
The gleaming eyes sink into the dark.
Oh, okay.
So, can't see it right now?
Yep. In fact, just for pertinence's sake, and because it's still a combat situation, I will have it roll for stealth.
Do we have like a passive resistance to the stealth, or is it something we'll have to do as an action on my turn?
Wait, did you say this was a bug? The chat sure thinks it is, anyways. As much as I hate to say it, I was just saying, I think bug does extra damage to dark types, right?
This was a poison move.
Oh, okay. Well, no, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought some bug moves that poison too. Yeah, I think
Some, but not guaranteed.
so. Yeah.
Also,
Well,
you
this
got
wasn't
a
either.
pretty high stealth roll there.
Yeah, it sure does, even though it rolled 3 frickin' ones.
I'm not aware of...
But I will permit you to look for it on your turn with an action using a perception roll.
Does it work the line?
Keep your eyes open. It's going to try to sneak up on us again, Brooke says. Tucker, it is your turn. When we end the round, we'll do your roll again, if you have any bonuses.
I don't.
You might.
Currently.
You might.
Sympathy yourself.
Sympathy yourself? Is that... No, this doesn't really work on self. At least I don't think it does.
For
It's not really how
accuracy
sympathy works.
roll success, user may take... Hang on. If you could move your hand, please. I want to read it. Thank you.
Alt works.
It's still small with alt.
Oh.
For every accuracy roll success, user may take a point of damage in place of the target up to half the damage. The damage is mitigated by defenses, resistances, weaknesses. If target would only receive 1 damage, sympathy does nothing. Sympathy may be used after a damage roll has been made against a target. Do you mean empathy?
I don't know.
Also,
I-
you say holding alt is small if you hold alt?
Yeah.
Would you mind mouse wheeling up while holding alt? How's that?
Oh my gosh, that's so much better.
Okay, I taught you something.
Yeah, unfortunately, empathy would not... empathy and sympathy do not work on Tucker.
Yeah.
If anyone else was poisoned, it'd be fine.
Empathy is shared an ally's fate, and sympathy, even if it did work, if the target would only receive 1 damage, sympathy does nothing. That's how poison works. It does the 1 damage a turn. So, yeah.
Everyone back to back. Guard Tucker for now. It'd work if Ralph snatched it, right? Technically, Ralph could try to snatch and or reallocate the poison?
Tucker, so how
I
does
don't know
how
if
does
that
how
was
does
useful.
penetrating stealth work? How does seeing
You have to
something stealth
roll
work?
your dex survival alert thing, and you have to
Insight survival alert. Effectively, we would treat this like a situation for the ambush action, except it's not able to do ambush against you.
So if I inside survival alert, I could what? I would know where it is, but nobody else would, basically.
If somebody spots it, you all will know where it is, because I'm going to assume you all are going to point it out.
Mm-hmm.
It is effectively spent in action to sink into stealth in order to attempt to ambush you all again. But
Okay.
it will not get the chance to ambush you if it is caught before its next turn.
All right. So insight survival alert, and let me ask this too: did it sink into darkness?
Technically, yes. It
Do I
is
get a
using the
bonus?
darkness of the...
Remember, even without the special eye, or well, just remember, I just have dark vision. in general.
yes, you have dark vision. However, it is stealthing, so please roll.
Oh, I know. I was just wondering if I got any extras.
If there is a hidden bonus multiplier or what
you'll
have
add
you,
it in, okay.
I will add it in.
All right. I assume this is also my main move of the turn too. Right. Let's do it. Okay.
Alas, that is not enough. You think you catch a glimpse of it continuing to move elsewhere in the glade, but you are unable to follow it.
Okay. Tucker attempts to survey for it and can't quite find it, so he decides to do something else instead. And we'll create a fog of dark pulse in the general area around him. So he can't basically, so hopefully preventing anyone from being struck again. But let's roll for that.
Please do,
Let's
because
see.
that will give you a bit
So-
of an advantage.
I normally have a -2, but I don't right now.
This is the second action of your turn, so
Yep.
you will have the -2.
But I won't. Quick Feet gives me 2 points of dexterity. It basically balances it out.
Oh, right, because Quick Feet doesn't activate on paralysis, it activates on a status condition.
Yep. It's not just poison.
You are correct. You know your character better than I do, as is how it should be.
That 4 is very common. Alright.
4. If you roll 4 times, I'm going to have to be inclined to do something for you.
What was my last roll?
For him.
The last roll was a 2. Okay. So 2 4s so far in a row. I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Tucker will simply generate a dark pulse. If this thing wants to do basically the same action it just did again, it's going to be basically prickled by the fog in the process.
Alright, Tucker has erected a defensive dark pulse. Is that all you're going to do for this turn?
Yes, he's like trying to maintain the fog and amongst the feverish symptoms he is currently experiencing. So yes, that's all he's going to do.
Thank goodness poison does not affect your other rolls.
True.
It does not. Nasty.
It is not the sickened condition from Pathfinder.
But it does make him feel sick though. So it's not
Yup.
exactly helping actions, but like in character, I mean.
That means it is Riley's turn.
Hey, Car.
Yes?
Do you remember something that happened in session 12? I'm gonna try and do that.
That is many sessions ago. What are you doing?
So, during the whole escapade with the Marietta, Riley was able to resist getting poisoned by Tyler's aura pushing the poison back out of his body. Using a combination of that and heal pulse, I would like to try and extract the poison from Tucker. I'm making a hand motion that you can't see.
As I think I can imagine the hand motion. You know what? Freaking go for it.
Ah, hell yeah. What do I roll? What do I do?
All right. Sorry. What is currently being done? Sorry, I had to notice the thing in the chat.
Riley is going to attempt to mimic something that happened to him a long time ago in order to try and extract the poison from your body, and I'm totally willing to let him try.
I don't remember him. Wait, what did he do this? I don't remember this occasion.
He didn't do it. Tiber did.
Oh.
Tiber literally forced the poison out of Riley's body when he fought the mighty enemy.
I don't even remember poison being part of that Myena fight. What poison?
His poison fang was like his gimmick.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yep. By the way, Poison Fang is what does the badly poisoned status. That's what you got hit with.
It's nasty stuff.
I forgot Poison Fang was a thing. That's a thing Tuck needs to grab, I guess, at some point. Though it is sort of
Mariana to teach you it.
It is slightly a mean-spirited move. I don't know how much Tucker would use it, though.
Okay, first of all, you would need to use Heal Pulse, so just roll that first and expend the will for it.
Expend the will for it. Alright, I roll my dice and then take that off.
On the bright side, if you're staying close to Tucker at all, you are basically protected by the fog currently, so...
Wow! That's success!
It's a success! So, Tucker, heal up. First and foremost.
Okay.
Now, we're gonna do...
So what's this move called?
What I'm doing?
Heal Pulse?
Yeah, but how are you, like, it's not just Heal Pulse, right?
Well, yeah. He's trying to use Heal Pulse as a way to have his aura give it a rider effect that should draw out the poison.
Okay.
You have to suck out the venom, you know, that sort of thing.
I mean, you're not actually sucking out the
I'm not actually sucking out the venom, but imagine that's what I'm doing.
I mean...
That's not what I'm doing, but imagine
I feel like if Riley got pressed enough, he would try to suck out the venom.
Well, as Riley is doing this, he does sort of... Tucker does sort of sigh a little bit because it does relieve the kind of aching, deep pain he's feeling from this, if nothing else.
Okay. I require now special survival and channel.
Okay.
Because that's the best roll I can think of at the moment. Not great.
It's not fantastic. Can I spend a will to reroll?
You may spend a will to add a success, but I'll tell you right now that that's not going to succeed you. Not for this.
Can I spend multiple will for multiple successes?
No. I'm not going to allow it for this one. You will get another attempt if you try to use Heal Pulse again.
Can I offer a will to change it from badly poisoned to poison? Hear the cogs turning.
Okay. Sorry, it wasn't flipping right. Flipping coin is hard. Okay, I'll allow it. It's a bad roll, but you may reduce it to regular poison.
Sweet. I feel like the little asterisk next to all of this is Riley's not a very experienced healer.
Riley is not a medic. He's trying to be a medic right now.
Best medic on the team.
It's at least
very
preferable.
low ball.
So, Riley, you press your paw to the bite mark on Tucker, and as you're drawing it back, trying to pull out the poison, in the way that you sort of remember Tiber forcing the poison out of you, Tucker, you need to take another point of damage.
Oh.
Riley's not experienced at this, and it hurts.
Oh. And I imagine something it feels like being
You literally
squeezed.
healed a point of damage, only to give you another point of damage.
I assume this feels like... I assume this is like a weird sort of internal squeezing feeling, if anything, that hurts.
Something like that. It burns, and you can feel... It feels like blood is being drawn out of you, and that's not entirely incorrect to surmise, because Riley is doing what he can to pull out the poison, but since it's not his body, and I mean, it hurt when he
Is
had
he
it done to
doing
him,
bloodletting? Is he doing the old practice of bloodletting right now?
too. Not intentionally. He's trying his best to draw out the poison and only the poison, but again, he's not exactly the best medic. So he has reduced it down to regular poisoning, but it did hurt during the process.
Tucker gives a winced look at Riley as he does this. And that sort of, are you doing this right sort of look?
But
I
I
have
suppose
no idea what I'm doing.
I suppose one of the important things is Riley's aura color is the prominent one when he's doing this.
Sorry, whose aura color is?
Riley's?
I'd like to hope so.
I mention this because it means that Tiber has no hand in this. This is something that Riley's doing all on his own, just like Explodey Kick.
Oh, what color is the aura?
Just blue.
Just standard blue? Cool.
It tends to... Other things that have Tiber influence tend to go more crimson.
Yeah.
Or
that's true.
silvery, depending on whether or not the other thing is also involved. It gets complicated. I need to get a color chart.
So basically, you did this on your own. It wasn't perfect, but you did. Tucker does feel the after that initial pain of the procedure. Tucker does not feel quite as hot, though. He definitely still feels sick to his stomach. So he gives a slight nod towards Riley, saying that it helped a bit, or indicating that it helped a bit.
I would like to try and perceive where the man is.
The man of the hour.
Okay. You may do an Insight Survival Alert at -2.
I have 6 dice. I need 5. Dang.
Unfortunately, you do not spot the bat. It's Zeal's turn.
Oh, see, can I do one more thing?
Sure.
Can I use Foresight to try and foresee which direction it's going to attack from next?
Wait, what do we know it's a bat? How do we know that?
Because Kai just said it.
Oh, fair.
He didn't mean to. But he said
I
it.
didn't mean to, but yeah. Use Foresight. Reveal it.
Yeah, let's
Remember,
go.
this is at -4.
Do my best here. Do make stuff happen.
Well, in addition to the usual benefits of Foresight, you manage to foresee a bat-like shape and the direction it is coming from, very briefly, even as you try to keep your attention mostly on Tucker and making sure that he's not dying.
I shall warn the team of which direction it's gonna come from. Silently, so it hopefully doesn't hear us. Because this place is weird, it shouldn't really be difficult for that.
I mean, you could verbally warn the team. Remember, sound doesn't carry far.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I
The,
warned them which way it's coming from.
Tucker reacts to that by basically coalescing the cloud he's just trying to hold towards that direction more. Condensing it more that direction.
Zeal turns that direction and growls, "You coward! Come out and fight!"
Ah, well, there goes the element of surprise.
I mean, not that it could hear anything, Because, of course, Zeal being Zeal completely forgets that sound doesn't carry. Doesn't forget that fire creates light, and shoots a flamethrower in that direction.
Eh.
Interesting. Does he shoot it right through the fog?
Zeal is not close to Tucker at the moment.
Okay, so he's off to the side. Alright.
Alrighty. Zeal doesn't hit anything, but he does brighten up the area.
Could be helpful.
It is Ralph's turn. Does he set the forest on fire? Here's the thing, Brooke. He doesn't. And you're pretty sure you can see that fire reaching some of the trees.
I don't want to set the roll on fire. I'm way off key. We don't have to worry about the auto thing claiming that.
I don't even know, man. Also, more art, and it made me go immediately, oh no.
Nice.
Oh no!
I like the little detail on your fucked up eye
Ow.
there.
Yeah.
Pretty nifty.
Very nice, very nice.
Content warning? I suppose a little bit of one, but
A little bit.
I mean,
Minor
it's
content warning?
does it really need to be applied after the Deerling episode?
I don't know. Honestly,
I-
nothing needs to be applied ever again since that episode.
I mean, I will state, like, for especially severe stuff, a trigger warning and warn you all about that from
Yeah.
now on. Especially after the
Lord.
Deerling
I
episode.
probably should have
More
said
Deerling episodes.
I probably should have said trigger warning before showing the art, but hey, better a little late than never.
Minor content warning. Blood.
Oh no, it's okay. It's my fault. I should have done it, Fuku. It's not your fault.
We
at all.
can't even
fine.
say that. Look at what's above my character sheet.
Actually, yeah, it's been there the whole time, hasn't
Oh,
it?
that's true. That's true.
I
I'm
kinda
literally
forgot about
covered in
that.
blood.
You're covered in crayon scribbles.
You're good,
What are you
Fuku.
talking about?
You're good, Fuku. I'm just thinking of those sensitive that I should personally, as a YouTuber, make sure to let people know before showing things like that.
It is totally okay. It's very awesome art.
But I love your art. It's great.
Okay. Firstly,
It makes me
belly
sad,
drum.
but it's great.
Belly drum, you say?
Belly drum. Ooh.
Boom, 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 boom. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah, belly drum. Are these the colored pegs? Actually,
We need to get you yellow pegs. Hang on.
Do you need the arrows? Do you need the arrows?
yeah, the ears.
Here you
Yeah,
go.
okay.
What? Here you go. How many?
2 or no, 3. 3 rather. Yeah.
3 arrows. Your strength. Goodness.
Yes.
Just throw them down. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't.
My left height is yes.
No, it's like they don't actually fit compared to the normal pegs. It's like just put wherever. It works.
Well, I mean, with his strength, he can lift. Yes.
Oh, you can lift. Yes, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm quite strong. And now the 1-2 piece de resistance combo is I'm gonna cash in my swallow that I stockpiled just before combat. And heal up. Back to 5. Oh yeah.
That is very clever.
Yep. Oh, I gotta put my defense back at 3-3 instead of 4-4. There we are. Very nice, very nice. I am very strong now.
So what have you done? You've given yourself some strength, and you've
Yeah, and I've healed up for it because belly drum self damages by half.
I was wondering about that. And you healed that from
Swallow.
Swallow. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Swallow, stockpile and swallow are excellent.
They are.
Oh, as a point of technicality, I better roll belly drum's accuracy of contest perform.
That would be.
Yeah,
be
just
smart
by
to do.
technicality, roll them.
Yep.
Like, so long as there is a success, there's no reason they should fizzle, and they are support moves.
It's not like you're gonna get a 0 on this roll.
I'd be
Okay.
so mad.
Yeah, you're fine.
Does Tucker
Yeah, and
have
that's the
swagger?
same.
No.
That's the same die pool as my intimidation. This time I get a 5. Alright, swallow his vitality survival. Nature.
Swagger? Did Tucker ever have the move swagger?
Right. Or not
Hmm?
vitality.
Somebody asked, did Tucker still have the move swagger? Which made me immediately go, when did he have swagger in the first place?
No, Tucker did not have swagger. The plan was way back when for Tucker to possibly get swagger to synergize with Ralph. But that
Oh,
went out
that's
the window.
right. Well, it's not out the window. I just never did it.
Yeah.
That's right. I was confused for a second. Like, that sounds...
All right. So, question, Ralph. You
Yeah.
considered getting it, got Baby Doll's eyes instead. Yes. So, Ralph, are you going to try and perceive this creature?
I believe I will. Try and perceive where it might be hiding.
Insight survival alert at a -4, I believe.
You should get some sort of bonus because now he knows what direction it's going to attack from.
He knows the direction it's coming in, and the area has been lit up. There are bonuses in play.
Okay.
Alright. So instead of 6, that's -4, so 2 dice. Nice.
You see it. Thanks to Zeal's Flame, the bat-like Pokemon stops in its tracks and has to flap to get out of the way. It is a Crobat.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see. What's the accuracy of my body slam at the moment?
You are now at a -6, unfortunately.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that would only leave me 1 die.
Yes.
And I feel like because it was able to go first so easily, it probably has good dodgy dice.
So you've discovered where it is, right?
Yes. Now everybody knows where it is.
Which is, yeah, I was going to ask about that.
Alright,
Also, I'll give you...
so I'm gonna after powering up, I'm gonna hold.
You're gonna hold off?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Which makes it Brooke's turn. Your teammates have done the work. You now know where the offending bat is.
I don't know how big these things are, actually. That's good, though.
Yeah, that's a good size. He's not super huge. Gonna ice gun it? Go for it. If I can get the correct sheet, I have so many. Do. The Crobat narrowly zips out of the way of the shards of ice you fire at it from your ice gun.
Dang. That would have worked really well, too, because isn't it weird and isn't it flying ground or something?
Flying poison.
Oh, it isn't. I thought it was ground for some reason. Huh.
You are thinking of Gliscor.
Oh, that's it. They look a little similar.
They do. They're purple. However, Brooke, you can tell that it is on the back foot, as it were. It is not used to being caught.
I get this thing's strategy is to poison things, hide,
Run
and
away.
then eat them when they die or something.
Ice Gun does not disable Water Gun or Ice Fang. Ice Gun is a meld move. Okie dokie. I'm sorry to anyone who has read my Meld Move document, and if I'm contradicting myself, I don't care at the moment.
Yeah. I feel like in some cases the fans keep better track of this than we do. Like, props to the people making
That is a crit, yes.
Like, I feel like they are paying closer attention than we are.
Well,
sometimes.
because they are watching, and I appreciate it. It's just sometimes it's like, it's not a huge deal.
It's similar for YouTubers and streamers. People can always come over in the comment section and go, well, actually, you messed up here. Why did you make these mistakes? It's like, dude, this was live. You had time to research and watch the video and think about it. Go figure you found some problems.
Yes, that is a crit, by the way. But on that subject, well, Kyrio rolls for damage. Yeah, I've seen multiple YouTubers who've played games like, say, Slay the Spire, or ones where like the games that are card based and they make misplays and things like that. It's like, oh, I made a misplay. Okay, whatever. And people get really upset about it because it seems obvious to them, but to the person playing, it doesn't occur to them.
Yeah.
There's a difference between, yes, +2 to the roll.
I've also seen statements like, why is this streamer so bad at games? They barely can focus. It's like they're also paying attention to a chat, making sure the stream keeps running, making sure there's no technical difficulties. Did you know there's multitasking involved, so... Yes,
there's very much an element of they are doing multiple things, and especially the... Ooh, wow. Especially the act of talking.
Talking is hard. Especially if you're trying to aim to be entertaining.
Yes, so...
stab is an extra die, not an extra flat damage.
Yes, weakness is an extra damage, and I'm pretty sure... Oh wait, this is water. Never mind.
I always mix those two up. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's 6 damage total, by the way.
Oh, right, because the ones don't count for damage.
Right. So
I really feel like I should just tell everybody that before we start combat. I feel like everyone forgets.
Accuracy counts for accuracy, doesn't count for damage. I remember personally, but
sure.
Now, see, the chat is useful for having that extra mind and pointing out things. Yeah.
Yes, the Twitch chat hive mind is quite helpful. Yes,
it's a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Double-edged.
I'm not saying I don't mind. I don't mind correction comments. I just wish people don't have attitude with them. That's all.
Yeah, there are some people who take it too far, but it's okay. So Brooke blasts this thing, sending it tumbling through the air before it uses one set of wings to right itself, and the other so that it can spin around and get the water off of itself. Sniper Crocodile.
You should have gone with Sobble. Missed opportunity.
Nah. That's your turn for now? Excellent, the round is up. Guess what, Tucker? You still have a die.
Yeah. Well, I do? Cool.
Yeah.
Because it's regular poison.
No longer Bradley points. You
have
a 50% chance to not die.
50-50, let's go. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Woo! Huzzah, you are not taking damage from the poison at the moment.
Tucker focuses on his breathing to avoid basically getting more injured.
Right then. It's been caught.
Right, let's recruit it now.
You're going to find that very hard. Because the one thing you all will notice is its eyes glow in eerie violet color.
Ah.
It's going to try... If I don't click away from my notepad.
You don't need that.
Ralph, heads or tails?
Tails.
Easy.
Just go computer.
Okay, it's going to try and attack Zeal.
Oh. Why Zeal?
It's one of the two that revealed its position.
Damn. I was going to ask something,
Wow.
but if it's Zeal, I can't. Granted, it's not much of a roll, so maybe Zeal can dodge. The fact that you pointed out that Zeal is not near the fog is actually a problem for something.
It is a minor problem. The Crobat narrowly misses as Zeal hunkers down,
Flatten himself against the ground.
and it's going to try and zip off and stealth again.
Very annoying, this little bugger, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You have encountered an enemy that's clever. And apparently not clever enough.
It's
because-
leaving a trail of water behind it because of all the things Brooke was doing.
Well, it's leaving a trail of water, and Zeal is lighting up the area as best he can, and as often as he can. So that's what he'll be doing on his turns. So for now, it is Tucker's turn.
I have a question. So it didn't manage to stealth, right?
Well, it did.
It's a shitty job.
It did, just it's very bad.
It's a bad stealth, so okay.
Yeah.
So
Tucker is
it-
going to do exactly the same thing and try to figure out where it went.
Okay. Insight survival alert.
Okay.
Please roll 2 or more.
Yeah, that'd be super awesome. So I could pulverize it.
Oh.
2 or more.
Yep.
Oh no, 2 or more. Okay, yeah, it's fine. I saw the first few numbers. I was like 1, 2, 3. I was like, no, that's not good. Come on. All
You
right.
immediately notice where it is.
Okay, I have a question.
Correct.
You don't see any harm in saying that the Dark Pulse I've been maintaining is still being maintained, right?
Yes.
It hasn't been used for anything. It's just. All right.
You have been holding it.
Might I posit something?
Hmm.
Can I mix my Dark Pulse with more Dark Pulse?
Darker
Condensing the fog, basically, is what I'm asking.
What is your intent here?
A very heavy Dark Pulse attack, that's all.
As in
Effectively-
double dark pulse?
Effectively, double Dark Pulse, or perhaps something a little gimped from that. but still.
Darker pulse.
Darker pulse.
Or like a 1.5 or something. He's been
All
building.
right.
He's effectively been sustaining / building it up. So
Okay. I'll allow it this time. I
Since he
see
has-
no reason why not.
yeah, because he has been not really attacking. So, all right.
Making a little wah wah wah.
I'll make another Dex Fight channel for the extra
Yes,
condensing,
please.
basically. And again, I don't get a penalty. Actually, yeah, I don't get a penalty again because I still have poison on me. So,
Yep.
Yep. yeah, I can't remember the number of dice.
Okay.
And that's kind of a crit. I don't know how we count this one exactly, but
So how I was going to have you do this is it would be your special plus 6 instead of doing your special plus 3 twice.
I'm down for that.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Seems fair.
Let's see if it can dodge at all. No, wait, it can't. It doesn't have the dice for it.
Okay.
Even if it uses a will.
Okay. I have a... Alright, then, so, special plus 6. What's crit do again? I already forgot.
Plus 2 damage dice, and since it's stab, remember you get the one from that, so your total would be 9... 12.
12 in total?
Yes.
12 dice and 1 plus 1, or 11 dice plus 1?
No. 12 dice total. This is including stab and crit.
Okay. Alright, then 12 dice it is. So this is a plus 1 for the stab, or something, on top of that?
No, the 12 is including the stab.
Oh. Isn't one of them just a flat 1 damage, though? Should I not
No.
be rolling for 1?
That's type advantage is flat one.
Oh, no, okay, I can remember. Also, that was pathetic, but oh well. Actually...
Ow! Well, you managed to nail it. It's not flying straight anymore, but it's still up. Oh, wait, hang on. 1, 2. Yeah, you nail it. You nail it. It's not flying straight anymore, but it's still up, and it's starting to try and flee.
I would imagine what happened there is that Tucker effectively takes this heavy fog. It doesn't move very fast, so it's not able to get a perfect hit off. But he basically manages to kind of create sort of almost a, well, teeth of sorts that kind of nips at the thing. And giving a very, not a glancing blow, but a heavy one all the same. Sort of a chomp.
Tucker is trying to basically do 2 moves at once, much like a meld move, just with the same one doubled up, which normally doesn't work. But you're effectively trying to move a lot more energy, and that's difficult. And Dark Pulse is heavy.
However, Dark Pulse is also based on negative emotions, which this bat has certainly given him some.
Yep. This zippy little jerk is good at getting away from consequences, apparently.
The fact that it was formed in teeth is probably not accidental, given how he was attacked in the first place. A bit of comeuppance, you could say. Now, how's Riley going to capitalize on that?
Well, how far away is it from?
How should I roll flinch, actually?
Oh, yes, please do.
How should I? Just 2 dice, or should it be something a bit? Should be 3, maybe.
2 dice.
Okay.
You were looking to double up on damage.
Look, I'm looking for any advantages I could take. But I also
we forgot about Brooks flinch too. That could have made all the difference. Dang it.
Well, that's on players for forgetting that. So.
Yeah, we forget stuff so often.
I don't have any of these funny special effects. I got like 1 chance for paralysis.
You are anti-flinch, so there.
I have anti-status effect.
You're trying to be, anyway.
Well, not that I want to be, I just don't really have the option.
I think it'd be easy to remember because it applies to all my damage moves. Yeah, but, you know, it doesn't always come up.
I make fun of you for that, but honestly, it should be easy for me to remember, too. That just anytime you're hurting something, you're doing flinch.
Yeah.
So, Riley, you were asking how far the Crobat is?
Yeah.
Well, it's trying to flee at the moment.
Is it flying away?
It's trying to, yes. But you're also in combat, so if you try to do a physical/melee move, you should be able to get to it.
What? I'm very sprightly. Should be fine either way. I mean, I say that. I mean, all fighting type moves are kind of entirely not useful.
In other words, I'm basically telling you, this does not have special arena rules. You can totally reach it.
Alright. I will... I blaze kick the fucker, I guess. Kick him out of the sky.
You're going to kick them out of the sky, are
I'm
you?
gonna kick him out of the sky.
Are you exploding kicking them out of the sky?
I'm just regularly kicking them out of the sky. I don't need to blow myself up at the moment.
Aww. No fireworks.
Do you want me to? Will you give me
Nah.
a pip for exploding kick? If
There's
I...
enough damage being happening.
Understandable,
There's
yeah.
enough recurring damage going to happen anyways.
Yeah, I don't need to
I
blow
could-
my own leg off.
I could try to blow myself up, but you know.
I'm just gonna blaze kick him before Ruff gets any ideas.
Okay. Well, I asked because, yes, every time you properly use a meld move you're working on, you do get a tick.
Wow!
It might actually be able to deal with that.
The son of a bitch. I shouldn't buy any lotto tickets today.
And it succeeded.
Don't worry, if it gets to me, I'm gonna turn this thing into a pancake.
At this rate, it's
Oh,
going
I'm
to get to
sure.
you.
Yeah, if it okay. I'll quick attack him, I suppose. I'm
Yeah.
right there.
You do that blazing upper kick, Like in a fighting game.
You use your
flies.
up B. Yeah, you use your up B.
That's a bit better.
That's your side B.
It can't dodge.
Cool.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, did I just... I
You
might
may-
roll 0.
You may roll damage for gratuity.
I hit him.
You certainly do.
Alright, so I missed with the kick. So as I'm coming back down, hand reaches out, grabs one of its small, spindly secondary wing leg thing. The secondary small wings. I grab that, and I just whip it into the nearest tree.
Nice.
Just boom, and it slides down into the brush noiselessly. In fact, throughout the fight, the only sounds you all really heard were each other speaking, and only on occasion your moves.
And I have a will roll to make. So that's
Yes, you do.
Oh, what for?
And I have 3 will.
What's this will roll for?
Oh, I did it. I'm
What is
good.
it? What was it for?
It's for his trauma.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, the trauma.
Oh, right, the trauma. Yes.
All right, that thing.
We're worried about that one. Surely it was not very likely to succeed on
Yes,
that. Yeah, he has PTSD.
Riley has PTSD. Riley is fine for the moment. For the moment.
For the moment. I'm going to go back and check on...
So, hey Riley, go ahead and make me a insight survival alert check.
Didn't you do that? Wow.
I meant to also.
Incredible.
I mean, it's still your turn, so it should have been
Oh.
negatives, but we will say that 2 is fine.
Are you sure? I think I'd have more luck with the huge negatives.
Kyrio's comment. I'd like to spend a will to alter my chest ability to heal poison. I'd like to spend a will to be an amazing chemist all of a sudden.
Well,
That's nice.
unfortunately, Brooke does not have change or transmutation as an aspect, so you can make the Chesto Berry stronger, but you cannot change its ability.
Can he raise the dead? Because death is just basically sleep plus plus. If you have a better Chesto Berry, can you bring a dead person back to life?
No.
Damn.
Well, it didn't botch.
What did botch?
I don't know.
I'm very concerned.
I know you hoped that, Kyrio, but unfortunately, that is not how that works.
Unfortunately, Eragon, the Crobat will now explode.
No, it does not explode.
Oh my god.
Alright, that's poison. Like, poison type damage in case you have resistance.
I don't.
Physical, by the way.
Alright, that's less ideal. So it was the 5 the damage or the other one the damage?
What's going on?
The 5 is your damage.
Fucking hell.
What
I
is
don't know
happening?
what's going on.
And you are now badly poisoned.
I don't know what's happening.
And out of the dark comes another one that bites into Riley's shoulder and
Ow.
latches on.
Oh fuck, it's a test.
Is the first Crobat done? Is it done?
The first Crobat is done. This is another one.
Okay.
Excellent. Awesome. I still could make a Crobat pancake.
I'm gonna die.
Krell's like, excellent. Since Riley got poisoned, that means I can still do something.
I'm gonna die. I'm the healer.
We'll feed
Oh,
you some
no, Dusty.
pancakes afterwards.
Yeah, unfortunately, you are badly poisoned.
Shit. Oh boy.
I'm
What is-
imagining Riley is kind of screaming as Vampire Bat McGee comes out of the shadows and
I
does the
have
nom-nom-nom.
one question because it was still my turn last time before biting things happened.
Yes.
Can I counter this dude that just bit me?
You gonna bite it the fuck back?
That's not quite how counter works.
Yes.
Seems potentially.
The damage pool is 5.
Damage pool is 5. Okay, I have to roll accuracy though, so.
Quick, toss it to the ground. Give Ralph the opportunity to pancake.
I was more thinking because it's like latched onto my shoulder. I would just like slam myself shoulder with bat on it first into the nearest tree.
Can it even make that? Nope, it fails!
Yay.
So it could have, but did it.
Could have. Okay. So pool of 5 plus 3.
Plus 3. So a pool of 8.
Okay. Wow, look at all those 3s!
3.
Alas,
5 3s.
you do not do terribly much to this creature as you twist and blah 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 words. You twist and slam it to the ground. It starts to flap and flutter, trying to get away.
Can I pin it in place?
You are free to attempt to grapple.
Cool.
My bite.
What's it gonna do? It's already biting into me.
That's
What's it
true.
gonna do?
It let go of the bite. Also,
Okay.
your grapple fails. It is wiggly.
Yeah. And I'm poisoned in the shoulder.
You are super poisoned. It sucks.
Yeah, they go for that, don't they? Tucker's over here with a shoulder that hurts too.
I was gonna go and try and fix you completely after I was done with the first bat. But that was another bat attempting to suck my soul out, so...
Yeah. Zeal's gonna come over.
Get him, Zeal.
Do. Zeal. There we go. I feel like I should give one of you Zeal's sheets so you can make those rolls if you want. Well, he's going to hit, because this thing can't dodge for beans right now.
Yeah, I shouldn't have spent so much energy trying to bite me.
They are ambush predators!
Oh, yeah, okay, that's why it's going after me. Surprised they didn't start with that. Thanks, Tucker, for being the target these days for the predators. Oh, Jesus.
Zeal pads up, looks down. Fwah! You feel like there should be, bat screeching going on here, but you don't hear anything, and it's kind of unsettling.
That's probably for the best.
As this is getting scorched. By the way, Ralph, it's your turn.
I'm so excited. For a third.
I feel like in Ralph's head there should be this crowd cheering, pancake, pancake, pancake.
Well, this intermission is brought to you by nobody. We're not sponsored. Maybe if we are. I don't know. I'm not sure where I was going with this.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being sponsored, but...
Hey, D&D Beyond, sponsor us.
That's
We don't use your service, but sponsor us anyway.
That's never gonna happen. Also, I don't trust wizards.
I would love a sponsorship offer that isn't a scam. That'd be amazing.
What else is like tabletop games related? Who prints miniatures? Whomever you are, I don't know. Sponsor us. A 3D printing company. Sponsor us.
Except none of us do 3D printing.
No, Nintendo. Nintendo could sponsor us. Nintendo itself endorse this game.
Hero Forge?
Hero Forge.
I forgot I muted. Sorry, I had some background noise.
Oh, there he is.
First I was saying like the fantasy I like climb up on the ropes, but I was just playing into what you said. And I was saying Raid Shadow Legends seems to sponsor everyone, regardless of if the primary game they talk about is nothing like Raid Shadow Legends. But like Raid Shadow Legends sponsors Minecraft YouTubers, Dead by Daylight YouTubers, freaking Stardew Valley YouTubers, like
because they want the advertisements.
like like none of those games are remotely similar. But anyway, if they're worse sound, you'd probably hear a cartoonish like train sound coming from Ralph as he sprints towards this thing. With a nice body slam, dex fight girl. There we go.
That's a crit.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright. That's strength, which is 8 plus 3 plus stab plus crit. So, strength plus 5.
It's not actually
8.
a crit, but what happens?
It's not? 5's not a crit?
You got a 4, did you not? Oh, sorry, I can't read.
No, he
Never
got a 5. Also, it's not strength plus 5, it's strength plus 6.
Sorry.
Because 3 plus crit plus stab.
Yeah, 3 plus crit plus stab.
So
3.
strength plus 6 for a total of 14 damage dice.
3. Crit is... So crit is 2.
Yeah, crit is plus 2.
Crit is 2. I was gonna say...
I was wondering why I got so
only
many
one.
dice earlier. That explains it.
Okay, so 8 plus 6, which is...
14.
I was gonna bring out the calculator for that one. Alrighty.
I was wondering how y'all would handle ambush predators, and
9,
you found them no
11,
problem. Their
12,
stealth just failed
13,
them.
14.
Thank goodness for that, because the poison certainly didn't fail them. 9's
Wow.
It's done. However you want to do this, go right ahead.
That's 10, by the way. That's 10 damage.
And then, as Ralph approaches it and takes it out, he gets bit off his shoulder by a third crowbat. That's the trend at this point.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna say I plow into this thing and make a Ralph's belly shaped crater in the ground, and when I stand up, this purple tattoo is on my belly, and I peel it off, and it is one-dimensional now.
That's what we call murder.
like this thing is cartoonishly flattened.
I feel like anything that gets cartoonishly described by Ralph should be considered to have cartoon logic applied to it.
It's still murder.
Ideally.
Ideally.
Cool murder.
I mean-
Still murder.
I mean, how many points of overkill is lethal for a non-lethal move?
The health bar is worth. If you deal twice their max health and damage, and non-lethal damage, they will die despite it.
You look into that?
So
Did
yeah,
I just murder
it's-
this thing?
you did not, but you got relatively close thanks to Riley. Well, actually, oh no, you just managed to do just enough.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
dead.
It's
It's dead?
dead. It's done. Not to kill it, just to knock it out.
He just did 10 damage. How much fucking health does this thing have?
Well, okay, you did one more than enough, because you only did 1 damage because it's part flying.
Understandable.
Yes, and it has just enough health. So Ralph could have taken it out from full health with that roll.
Nice. That's incredible. But yeah.
It is
That's because
completely
it's-
two-dimensional, non-lethally, of course. So,
Yeah,
we can stash one of these away.
Yeah, peel this thing off of my belly and drop it. Oh yeah, battle cry. Not that anyone can hear it.
I mean, your friends can hear the battle cry, kind of.
Regardless of how well or not he can hear it, Tucker is observing both how he's fully and also quite observing that Riley took a bite as well. He's not exactly sharing in Ralph's excitement.
No.
Riley, this sucks.
Yeah, this really does.
It feels worse than when Tiber took over and you hated it.
Roll it up and add it to the
I
root
don't know
file.
about that one.
Up that recruit file. Alright. We can consider this combat end. For purposes of round ending, both Tucker and Riley need to make their rolls, which is a vitality -2 for the both of you.
There's my
character.
Yeah, I'm still
Alright,
okay.
we're good.
somehow.
We're all good.
You are still fending it off for the moment, but you can feel yourself worsening, Riley. Tucker, you don't feel so great, but it's not getting worse immediately.
Right. Riley, well, definitely kind of slouched, hunched over, and covering his bite wound with his other hand. Gonna slog back over to Tucker. And then try and finish healing Tucker's wound.
Before you even get over there, Tucker has sat down, slumped a bit, and started looking at his wound.
Yeah, we'll try and fix you.
Alright.
I can.
He looks a little surprised to see Riley approaching him in the obvious kind of caring way. He kind of gives him a look like, are you in the condition to be helping me right now?
Well, you can probably tell from his face that the answer is 100% no, but that's also 100% not going to stop him.
Tucker's kind of droops his ears and allows it, even though he's a little worried about Riley exerting himself.
Burke will wave at everyone to make sure they stick together. Go ahead and roll for your heal pulse and spend that will if you haven't already, Riley.
I have not yet. I'm just double checking the pool because I don't use heal pulse too much, so I don't have it memorized. I say that. I've been using it a lot, but I haven't had it for very long. There we go!
Much better.
Critical heal.
Yep. Go ahead and heal up.
Okay.
Alright. Give me that special survival channel.
Doesn't heal pulse cost will? So you're draining.
It does.
Yes, it does. He's
Yeah.
been spending will to do this.
Yeah, just checking. I was curious.
Ugh.
I'll spend another will if that'll be enough to make it succeed in getting rid of the poison.
You know what? Since it's not badly poisoned anymore, I will say that since you've already tried once, and you're pretty sure you know where the worst of it is, especially thanks to the fact that Tucker hasn't moved around a whole lot,
That's very helpful.
yep, you are able to draw it out. This time it still hurts, but it doesn't actually damage Tucker's body. It is not an easy process.
He still instinctively winces, expecting to feel more pain, though. But yes, that's true. He didn't really circulate it that much. He was staying mostly still.
Now the problem is you.
You can't cast heal pulse on yourself, so I got nothing.
Tucker sort of slowly loosens up as however long this takes Riley to do is done. At the end of it, he does sigh and kind of express, I think I'm okay now. Thanks, Riley. But he does also look very concerned at the Riolu.
I'm gonna ask him, do you think you could do that again?
I don't think I was forbidden.
Say that again.
This is me, anyway.
I think your voice got cut off, dear.
Ah, damn it. I don't think anyone else has been bitten aside from me. Do this on myself.
That's not quite how it's worded. Wonder if I can try to take on the poison.
Are you saying because of the foe thing?
If you want, Ralph, you may attempt using Snatch and Reallocation.
Alrighty. Which one will I roll for?
You will roll them both. First Snatch and then Reallocation.
I was thinking about saying, Snatch says you have to use it against a foe, and I'm like, alright, Riley, hit me! Why? Hit me! Alright, now we're fighting!
It's It's fine. Ralph has used snatch liberally before. Why not now?
Yeah.
Now you're a foe. This counts now. It's like, so are you actually gonna do it?
Yes. Plus, I'm probably closer or less close to.
Oh, it doesn't even work.
Oh my.
Oh, do you want to use one of your rerolls since it's almost the end of the session?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a
right.
smidge
I
more.
always pose. That's accurate.
Good time for it. Try again.
Alright.
It's 1 this time, but try again.
There we go.
Oh, it's 4. Never mind. That's wrong.
Okay, that's much better. Alright, now roll for reallocation.
What happens if he doesn't succeed in reallocation? What's that?
I like how Farrah says this has been a chill session. Yes, it really has, hasn't it?
It's been a chill session with combat and poison.
Wait, is that right? Hold on.
Zooms in on the new art. Yes, it really has been a calm session.
Surprise. Okay. Ralph.
Alright.
You're getting better and better at distinguishing between different types of energies. Especially energies that are both helpful or detrimental. You pinpoint the poison in Riley, and you take it. Inhale it however you wish to snatch it away from him. And immediately, it sucks. Like, if you turned any greener, you would be a Garbodor.
God. Fucking no pressure. I've only got 2 will points left. I can't keep healing poison.
I have a bit more.
Did
HP than you.
Did you spend the will, by the way, for reallocation?
I have not. Let me go do that.
Did you also spend the will for the reroll? Or oh wait, that's the
Wait,
stats.
no.
That's the
Lucky
Sorry.
Hat is the reroll.
Sorry, I.
Alright. And now, Ralph, you must make the Vitality -2 roll to see if you get hurt.
And now I have to heal him.
He can roll that 1.
Yep, here we go.
Incorrect. He can roll that 1.
He's the only one who's taking poison damage.
He can roll that 1,
Take
literally.
1 poison.
I have one more. Lucky Hat.
He's gonna reroll the poison damage.
Oh no, I didn't see that. That's a lie. That is a lie.
Oh, I'm
Roll
sorry.
your
I
dice.
think the table glitched and repeated a dice roll. You should try again. That probably was just a glitch.
I would not stop with the dice.
Just a glitch.
Dishonored.
I do not accept that die roll. It looks like the same die just rolled itself again in the same spot.
Sure, it's funny how that message box just repeated itself. I mean, it's not like I wasn't even looking there.
Okay.
So, no, obviously it wasn't a roll.
I was about to go and heal him anyway. It probably would have been fine.
Alright, you do not take a point of damage, but this sucks. You're kind of glad that you only had a small amount of snacks from the seamstress's hut. Otherwise, you might be losing them now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I've never felt this bad. Yeah, I've felt pretty bad before.
It's like a hangover, but worse.
You shouldn't have done that.
I once downed a bottle and a half of vodka after giving blood, and I did not feel as bad as I do right now.
Oh, I have a question. Actually. Riley, you just said begrudgingly that you should have done that. I'm curious, did Riley try to resist this at all?
That's a good point. Could I have resisted that at all?
Not in your poison state.
Alright, well. Noted.
What about when you ate the poison fruit on Shaman Island? Burke asks Ralph.
Was that as bad? I don't think I got poison plus doing that.
I think
did
we just got sick.
Yeah, you got sick. It wasn't this bad. That was vomited up
Oh,
and you're
it's not
better.
here too.
This is, I don't know if vomiting will make me feel any better. In fact, it may make me feel worse.
Keeling over. Maybe we should have left it and you. If you passed out, we could carry you out. You carry me.
Alright, stop talking, stop moving, hold still. And I will try and pull the poison back out of Ralph. Really running low on will here. This is the first encounter. I'm gonna need a fucking nap.
So, the seamstress's house is probably looking like a really good place to take a nap at.
Gotta just stroll back in.
Alright, well, the basic heal works.
Oh, I did it. Maybe, I hope.
Well, 4 worked on...
I got 4 6s. That's gotta mean something.
4 worked on Tucker to remove basic poison. I don't know if it'll work for
I got
badly poison.
3 on Tucker to remove basic poison.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Wait, how much did you give to remove his badly poison before?
I got a 2 and a will point.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
the
4 is
will
better
point
than
was what
that.
did it. So, Ralph.
Yeah. Maybe Ralph just wanted to let Riley have more practice with this skill. So it's not because
Ralph, how do you feel about swallowing Riley energy?
I don't mind having some Riley energy inside me.
I hate that.
I
Riley
didn't
energy.
even catch that. What?
Riley energy drink.
Oh, goodness. So, go ahead and roll for swallow, if you would.
Riley energy drink made from 100% pure Riolu sweat.
Because
I was wondering where you were going with it when you got to swallow Riley. Like I was wondering.
swallow Riley energy. Because effectively what Riley is doing is he's trying to push his aura into you in order to force the poison out. Which actually hurts, by the way. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Not getting
Medicine
anything to make
go
this any
down,
better.
medicine
It's just his own stupid idea.
I wonder how few people will get that reference.
Vitality, survivor, nature.
A spoonful of
Survivor.
sugar helps the medicine go down in the most delightful way.
That was
Well,
that was just vitality.
okay.
Ignore that. I'm gonna do the proper roll. So I hit the wrong button. I think.
Okay, that's much better. Well, you've consumed energy before.
I mean, that's what food is. Food is,
Energy in matter
Yeah.
form.
yeah.
Riley's energy tastes like blueberries.
This is not a trend I want to have going.
Well, at least that's what Ralph seems to think about your energy. So,
Yeah.
yeah, like even Tiber's got like a look going on in your head, like I'm not sure I approve of this.
I don't think anyone involved in this approves of this.
As a sidecar, I haven't thought of Mary Poppins in literally years. That's kind of quite a memory you brought back.
It
Oh, that was a good movie.
childhood movie that I adored quite a bit.
I think Caleb did too. Now that you
Brooke
mention it.
approves of this.
Shut up, bro.
So what's going on? I suppose I should describe this scene.
I mean,
a
the
little bit.
first thing that comes to my mind when I'm consuming something strange that tastes like blueberries.
Yeah.
Come on. Like, you know where we were going with that.
I am lost.
I am lost.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and considering your reaction, I don't think I want to know what you're on about.
I am now concerned.
I am also concerned. I'm going to move on.
Never mind. Never
I like that
mind.
Brooke approves, though.
So, Riley, you're trying to figure out how you're going to draw this out of Ralph. And for some reason, the thing you can think of doing, his team is not poisoned anymore, what's not to approve. You channel the aura, the heal pulse, into an orb and you try to force feed it to Ralph like a pill for a dog by shoving it down his throat. And I'm very much imagining you're trying to like pin him down and go, "Take your fucking medicine."
God.
Riley with his arm all the way down.
No.
And you retract your arm before it can be like slobbered on, because of course you hate this, but you think it'll work. Because there's no other way you're going to really get it out of Ralph. And Ralph's mouth, of course, is glowing with the aura for a bit, and then he swallows it. And his stomach glows for a second. And then he coughs up this tar-like glob of Icarus poison that hisses and steams on the ground where it lies like acid.
I use toxic. One-time use.
Pretty much. Ralph, you still feel like crap.
It's not poison, it just feels awful.
Yeah, we're horrible. Oh, he'll give a thumbs up.
Don't do that again.
No promises.
Hey Riley, do you want to add something else to your sheet for you to start training up?
But poison extraction.
You already have 3. That's amazing.
I know. Well, one of them isn't really a me training thing. This is a I'm getting stuff sucked out of my soul kind of thing.
Oh, fair.
What do I call this one?
Heal Pulse Plus.
Ailment extraction.
Cure Pulse.
Ailment
Cure
extraction.
Pulse. Cure Pulse sounds cooler.
Actually, I do think that sounds a bit elegant.
Cure Pulse works.
I'm going with element extraction.
That's fine.
How many? Do I get like 3 for that? Because I did 3 times.
You know what? Take 5 ticks, because you have to suffer the trauma of stuffing your hand down Ralph's throat.
I'm now better at healing ailments than I am at any of the fancy meld moves I've been trying to... Alright.
I like it a lot. Okay, well, if I make a move card for that, I'm going to call it Cure Pulse because I like that better.
That's fine.
When did I become the cleric?
When you got
The
Heal
moment you learned
Pulse.
Heal Pulse and brought someone back to life.
I did do that, didn't I? I am literally a cleric.
Luckily, since I have self-healing, I have a little bit of leeway for recklessness. Does this mean I'm the new reckless one?
Oh no, you're a barbarian.
Still don't know
fast
what
healing.
Still don't know what time
I
it
would-
is.
I would like to rage, please.
I mean, you did. So, I think we're going to end the session for tonight. You have gone, like, all of 10 yards away from the seamstress's shack, gotten yourselves badly poisoned by some bats, and suffered a fair amount for it. Riley, you feel tired.
Riley's nearly just asleep on his feet. He's
Riley-
got a bite mark in his shoulder. Ralph was okay.
When you get like 6 encounters in the first room of the frickin' caves after you save.
Tucker will walk over to Riley after all is said and done and offer him
Riley's sitting down at this point.
his last root salve. This isn't gonna taste good, but you should probably take this for your energy.
You're not supposed to eat it.
He's sticking on the wounds. It's not edible. Stop trying to eat it.
You can eat it. It's just not
You
great.
shouldn't.
You can. Well, you can put it on this wound anyways. He's still rather injured, right? So.
I do have a bite mark in my shoulder.
You do, and it will feel good when you put the salve on the bite mark.
It is the, yeah, use the, you could eat a salve. You just shouldn't.
I suppose because you're giving this to me, I don't have much choice in the matter. Because if I try and give it back, you'll look sad, and then sick Brooke on me.
Tucker already has started to look sad by the suggestion.
Riley will apply it. Don't give me that look.
There's a little bit of a smirk on the side of his snout, though. He knows he's being a tricky.
You little shit.
Is that said out loud?
No. It's way too much energy in that for it to be Riley.
Brooke pats
Tucker's head.
Tucker wiggles a little bit.
Is that 2 health back?
Tucker's starting to fill his strength back, having finally been extracted that nasty poison.
I have 1 will left. Y'all have 1 heal left. You better fucking use it wisely.
Wouldn't that fate you though?
It would. Technically. We need to find a grace.
Before the session ends, Tucker is going to also suggest something. Couldn't find a grace. Good. Tucker actually thinks for a second and rummages in his bag and offers. Though it is up to Brooke's decision whether they want to use it or not, but after the current encounter, he offers a herbal bundle to Brooke. And sort of speaking around it says, "Do you want me to use this?"
That's really clever. I didn't think about that.
He still got a couple. He had a few.
God damn it. I forgot about this. My whole dungeon is ruined.
Oh no. You're going to avoid combat encounters. Whatever will we do?
If one combat encounter involves toxic, or badly poisoned, or you would call it, then perhaps it's best to ward off more creatures.
I want to see the easy encounter that have 1 damaging move with 1 accuracy dice. I want to see what they are.
I can tell you what they are if you don't mind.
Sure.
They're hoot-hoots.
Hoot-hoots?
Yes. So when someone made a comment about a ball, it's like, well, yeah, they kind of are.
I mean, if we want to play Frisbee instead, I mean, yeah.
Oh, by the way, actually,
yes.
I want to test something with Riley. When Tucker looks at you, I'm gonna roll something. Hold on.
Oh, you're using baby doll eyes.
You're gonna lower my stats.
Temporarily.
I've never actually used it for anything, so why not? It seems like a good time to do so. Let's see how the roll does.
Brooke responds to Tucker. Sure, we can use one. I think we need to take a break to recover a little at least, Brooke says. Hopefully its effects aren't muted here, too.
Has Tucker observed any changes in his sense of smell in this place?
Nope.
Alright, then he will relate. Well, I can smell normally, so I think smell still works. And these do smell, so...
So, are you going to use an herbal bundle to keep other Pokemon away while you take a brief breather?
Yeah, heck, just put it on, on Zill's back and have it smolder it a bit.
Zeal hates it, but he's going to suffer it.
He has no choice.
He really doesn't. He's just hunkered down and he's squinting and his eyes are watering. He's like, I hate this. He's not even all that weak, but he hates it. It smells bad. Okay.
I want us to give the Ariados the best of snacks.
I guess we could. We're not far away, probably.
I mean, we honestly could. That sounds a little dubious.
So, if you're gonna take a rest, we can do the resting stuff and the end of session stuff all at once. Recover half your max HP if you're still damaged, and half your max will if you have any number that is about... Effectively, I'm just talking to Riley here, I guess.
Right round, up or down?
Down.
Can Tucker do one last thing, by the way?
Sure.
Because I kind of forgot he was going to do this already. During their little break, he's actually going to try the triangle scarf on. He does have other orbit slots, after all. He's going to tie it. He still has his pink scarf tied around his head, even without the rest of the outfit. So this one he's going to just put around his neck for now.
So, you put that around your neck, Tucker, and it glimmers, and you feel your body temperature lower a little bit, so you feel a bit cooler, and your fangs, particularly like your sharper teeth on your lower jaw, become a bit larger, giving you a bit of an underbite look.
That's like really cool, if I'm honest.
Tucker put it on partially for the fashion, but partially because after their meeting, he assumed that there was something maybe special about it. So I figured this was a good time to check it out. When he feels the coolness, he actually is a little worried and wondering if the poison maybe isn't completely out of his system. But as he feels his teeth sort of shift a little oddly, he kind of fills them over and kind of expresses a quiet, huh. Curious.
This scarf increases the power of Fang and Bite type moves by 1. So +1 damage die to Fang and Bite type moves. This includes things like Bite, Crunch, Ice Fang, Poison Fang, etc. For purposes of Brook, it would count for Death Grip / Icy Grip, as well as Frostbite.
Signal the Smearix to take care of it. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Can we, get their attention?
Nope.
Okay.
You have no idea where they are, and they're probably staying safe. And now that you've got the herbal bundle going, they don't want to be near you.
Yeah, I imagine not.
So, total experience gain tonight is 8. 2 for the session and 3 each for the Crobat.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Did I get an extra one with the lucky egg?
As
Yes, you
usual, I will ask
Yay.
if anybody can't fill out their sheet with new experience. Let me know. Ice Coat technically uses a bite attack too. That's technically true, but
Technically, but it's
You're not
This is-
fighting.
this is like the similar to the ability that improves Fang and Bite moves. I forget if there is one of those or if it's just the ability. What is it? Hard Head or whatever, or the Rock Helmet that gives you +1 to moves like Headbutt. Similar to that.
honestly, this might make it a little easier for Tucker to strike out the fire thing too.
43 experience, and what do I spend it on?
I should set a reminder to teach Tucker ice. Here, I think Kyrio should roll. I think Brooke should roll perception on whether or not he notices what changed with Tucker, because I feel like Brooke's a bit jaw focused anyway, so maybe he'd notice or observe that that perhaps is useful.
Larger bite.
Pretty sure Brooke offered it before, just hadn't done it yet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Brooke offered it, you just haven't had the time.
I don't remember
And
an
that's-
offer. I don't honestly remember an offer. Maybe it happened. I feel like Tucker would have agreed. It was after the spar of Riley.
Ah, yeah, that was a while ago.
Oh, I vaguely remember. Yeah.
So, yeah. And one of the things you all can do while you're traveling is you can spare amounts of time if you're going to not spend the entire day traveling, if you're going to perform training or sparring with each other. I will permit that. Oh, Tucker expressed his desire to be stronger. Brooke offered to teach him.
Okay. Then, yeah, Tucker would probably be up for whatever Brooke offered it. Actively wanted to do it.
Oh, there is no item that does that in game. Interesting. I thought there was at least an ability that boosted certain types of moves. I'll have to look in the book.
I do like the idea of if it uses your chompers, it more damage. I do like that idea.
Yep. Because there are moves that specifically call out that they are fist moves, for instance.
Well, the more Fang moves he gets, the more that's useful. Yeah, there was one for punches. It's true. Was there also one for kicks then? Because I'm thinking Hitmonlee gets something. Hitmonchan should too.
I still think Hitmonlee's signature move is terrible.
What is it?
High jump kick.
Oh.
Because you deal so much damage to yourself.
Doesn't it have a critical miss as well?
Yes. Literally, if you miss, you take the recoil and extra damage. And it's not 100%. It's not a 100 accuracy move. In fact, I think it's much lower than that.
Tucker. By the way, I'm just going to close out by saying that Tucker is going to spend the rest of this break just chewing on a big stick because he can tell that his jaw feels different and he wants to see what that's about. Testing the strength, basically.
You're going to snap many sticks.
Oh,
You
what we got
literally are going to have to gnaw on like a branch.
Riley is gonna spend the whole break basically just sitting somewhere with Poff and currently not getting given a name, Lotad, and just trying to relax.
That is so new art, by the way, and it's reminding me of a character. Oh, what was his name? Is that
Oh gosh. The expression.
Ah,
Also,
What was
I
his
put
name?
forward the name suggestion for the Lotad that they should be Pad, so it can be
Pad?
Poff and Pad.
Poff and Pad!
This gives. Oh yeah, okay. This gives me slight Muttley vibes, actually.
I can
And
call him
nobody
Lad.
will know Muttley. Nobody will know Muttley, probably. From the old show, fucking Wacky Races from 1969. Yeah. Oh no, it was 1968 television show, cartoon. Fucking
he was
Wacky
the dog.
Racer.
He was the evil dude's little stooge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, laugh like
Whiplash.
Oh gosh.
Can I get some points in ore training while we're fucking around and relaxing? Is that not a thing?
Not if you're intending to recover.
Well, I don't have much of a choice than needing to recover, or else I am one healing the party away from being carried back to the spider, so yeah.
I'm sorry, training is an active thing, recovery is a resting thing.
Sorry, don't worry, Kyrio, I'm older.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed then.
To
All
bed
right.
with you, to bed with everyone.
Is everybody good with their sheets? Just double check.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
You're all wonderful. Thank you for the chill/not chill session. Have a good night, everyone.
Yeah. It was
Good
good.
night.
I got to make a pancake. It was great.
Not the kind you can eat, sadly, but you know. But yes, good night, everybody.
you
I'll
could.
Karserus, I will talk to you tomorrow, probs, if we find some time. So.
Yes.
Yo, what if we brought it back to the spider and said we bought her pancake? I'm terrible.
She'd probably eat it. I don't know. She seemed hungry. But in any case, I guess I will end it. I will end the session and the video here, I suppose, since we are basically done. So, I hope you guys enjoyed session 79 of Pokerole. And of course, session 80 will be in 2 weeks because this was a catch-up session. That's why we had it 1 week after the last. Sorry that we have to have so many catch-up sessions, but hey, it all balances out in the end. So session 80, I don't know why I said 1. It's not session 180. That's a ways. That will come eventually, I'm sure. But yeah, session 80 will be in 2 weeks from now. So I will see you guys then. And do come by for... Yes?
I'm seeing the future. Alright, today is session 180. On the last session, we just arrived back in Savannah Town.
But depends on what trip we just arrived back from, honestly, at that point. But you might be right. You might be right. Maybe we do return to Savannah Town for some trip. As we'll have to see. Keep track of this episode. Wait for 101 more episodes to pass, and we will see. But in case,
we'll finally be back home from. The joke was from this trip.
Now that would be a really slow trip. Goodness me. But in any case, have a good night, everyone.